Hello and welcome back to another Slave Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetablebread, and today we're going to be playing the Defect. Getting a little bit of robot action in here. Got pretty close to a win yesterday. I mean, we fought the Heart yesterday. I guess I guess we had no plan for beating the Heart, which is problematic, but... usually we're going to go boss flex swap. I could definitely see some max HP for 250 gold, especially if we're encouraged to go to an early shop. Random Common Relic is what we did yesterday because we had to fight an early Mega Elite, and it worked out pretty well. We have a 12-day break in the middle of the semester. The Seed Search thing is Filter the Spire. We have that on so that if we die in Act 1, we get these Neo options and not the crappy ones. Let's take a look at the pathing. Whoa, there's a 5 elite path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez. That's a lot of elites. I would like to kill all of those. Seems pretty ambitious. I mean, if we can just repeat the thing we did yesterday and swap into a preserved insect, or grab a preserved insect, that would definitely make us strong enough to fight 5 elites, I would think. Only 1 fire on this path. Just really seems unlikely that we're going to be able to do 1 fire and then do down 4 elites in 2 hallway fights, one of which is a Mega Elite, and survive that. And awkwardly, like, as soon as we commit to that fire, we're committed to the 3 elites. We can dodge the 4th one, but 3 elites is forced, including the Mega Elite. So I think we have to do that path, but... yikes. I guess we could go here, but why would we? It's like, it's the same as going here, it's just less upside. I think the only way we're killing 5 elites is if we get Black Star or Pandora's Box and high roll the Pandora's Box. I don't think we're... Maybe if we get like Fusion Hammer on a swap, we could do... And we found like an early Sunder or something. There's ways to do it. Does a Common Relic ever do it? I mean, Common Relic could get us Preserved Insect, right? Other than that, like maybe Vajra? That's right, Preserved Insect would like kill an entire elite. Doesn't look like the gold's gonna pay off, at least not on this left path. I mean, I guess it could, but it's unlikely to. Alright, let's do swap. Uh-oh, Sacred Bark. I mean, if we get potions, we could use those potions to get strong, kinda. Not a big fan of Preserved Bark swaps, so we're in trouble here. We can either use 3 strikes to block for 6, or we can block for 10. I guess we'd rather block for 10. Take 4. Zap Dual Cast has a 75% chance to kill this Spike Slime. 75% of 6 is 4. 4 is less than 5, so we can just block for 5. Double defend zap, I think is the line again, take another 4. It's not a very sexy option, but... I mean, it's 4 versus like 3, and the 3 is speculative, so I'll take the 4. It's the right thing to do. Well, we're definitely not doing 5 elites with this start. Do we take the damage-efficient greedy route, or do we just make sure he's dead? Probably going to redraw Dual Cast next turn, so if we punch him, he still takes 6, goes to 20. Dual Cast strike kills, but we'd have to draw both, and that's not guaranteed. If we go the greedy route, he takes 9, goes to 17, and just Dual Cast kills. But if we don't draw Dual Cast, or we don't draw a strike, we're going to draw enough defends, right? So let's just be consistent. Man, this fight hurt a lot. Hey, Pina. Kind of a nasty start here. Swapping into Sacred Bark's bad, and then we took like, what was it? 16 to that fight, or 20 damage to the double slime fight. It's brutal. Cold Snap's the only attack available here. Take the attack. Hello World is go for elites. Yeah, that's fair. It's good. Dual cast, double strike is max damage, so 16 plus another 12. It's lethal. Okay. Wow, defrag capacitor. Want some focus? Yeah, I guess so. It seems like defrag is the pick before capacitor. Right? So assuming that orb slots are full, if you have full frost orbs and you defrag plus, then you block for 4 times 3 is 12. If you have capacitor plus, you get 3 orb slots, so you go up to 6. You block for 6 times 2, which is also 12. So they're like mathematically the same for if they're upgraded and you've got a bunch of frost orbs. But defrag's easier to pull off, right? Because you only need 3 frost orbs to do it. The advantage of capacitor is better if we find a consume, right? If we find a consume, we're more interested in capacitor than defrag. But defrag, like, if you have a frost orb and a defrag, it like actually blocks, whereas capacitor doesn't pay off unless you fill up your orb slots. So I think defrag is pretty reasonable. Not a good elite killing resource, worth pointing out. Cold Snap double defense seems like the line. Dual cast defend zap, I guess, or it could be dual cast defend strike. Neither one can attack next turn, which is kind of funny. They both they can't triple attack, and they both attack twice. So we don't need the frost orb for sure. I'd like to take 0, and this does more damage than a strike, so guess no decision. Defrag, split this one, set this one up to die to lightning orb. Sweet. Okay. Well, we perfected the Laos fight. It's our first good fight. Just a second Cold Snap. Cold Snap versus Compile Driver here. Coolhead's also in the mix, but still looking to fight at least one Act 1 Elite. Yeah, Compile does do 1 more damage than Cold Snap. Cold Snap blocks for 2, though, so if you're just going on raw numbers, Cold Snap kind of gets 8 numbers, and Compile Driver gets 7. In the absence of energy, I think I'd give the edge to Cold Snap. Compile Driver is definitely better later. Cold Snap kind of falls off versus like Glacier and Cool-Headed in Act 3 and beyond. Whereas Compile Driver just gets better and better. Compile Driver is such a solid card. It's like it's an absolute staple for Defect. It's like the unsung hero of Defect decks. They all need it. I played a no-focus Defect with 2 Compile Drivers the other day. It's like so good. Sure, we can make Compile Driver draw 2 cards. We do have to channel for Compile Driver to Bark. Are you talking about this Swift Pod? I think the only way we're fighting 5 elites is if we take Cold Snap, right? Take Cold Snap, one of these 2 is a fight, gives us a good potion. We use the potion to kill this thing perfectly, and we're off to the races. Oh. Sure. So we can still do 3 elites if we go left and we skip these 2. We still got the fire. Get a couple more card rewards to get strong before the mega. I feel like if we go left here, though, we're just going to end up wimping out and going to this fire. Just having a crappy act. We can probably already beat Guardian, unfortunately. There's like not really any... We're not really encouraged to take risks here, because Cold Snap Defrag is a winning combination. I mean, I guess we're too slow, but not by much. We just need like a Lightning Orb. Alright. Defrag seems great. Seems like by far the highest priority upgrade rate. Zapid Dualcast could argue for it. Defend, maybe. If we think we're behind on damage, we could upgrade to Cold Snap. But Defrag seems like the easy choice. Alright, we've got Sentries. Swiftbot's really good in this fight, because we can draw through the dazes once we get to that part of the fight. Zap double defense seems like the line here. We don't want to take any health damage, and Zap does more damage than Strike. Double Cold Snap Strike. I don't see why Dual Cast is effective here. Just because it's more random damage. We want more targeted damage. That's what Strike does. Do we drink here? Seems like next turn is fine. This turn hurts a lot, though. We're gonna, like, go on a 5 elite path and die to the first elite. Okay, no real decisions here. We do have 12 blocks. If we can get this one dead, we block out for free. I mean, double defense Strike blocks out this turn. And we're likely to kill him before he attacks again. Not like mega likely, but I would say likely. Maybe we should put the Zap in, though. Zap also blocks here. Makes us more likely to get a kill. Okay. So we're only taking 2. We can save the Swiftbot. This is always happening. Yeah, drawing 6 cards is such a big resource. I'll just take the 2. Good morning, Megacine. Doesn't really matter which one I target. I think we can probably maybe kill him before he attacks again. Maybe that's not true. With good orb hits, it is. Do we replace the Zap? Or replace the Lightning Orb? What time is it for you Americans? For me, I mean, there's 4 time zones in America, 4 in the continental United States. And I'm in the westernmost one, so it's 8 a.m., 8:20. How many time zones does Alaska have? I bet Alaska has like 3 different time zones. I think I kind of just want to like draw a Cold Snap and have all Frost Orbs and never have to think about this fight again. Yeah, okay. So we've won the fight. We just get to play strikes whenever we see them now. Two more strikes. We're rounding the bend into turn 12 here. Can we get a turn 14 sentry kill? Yes. Excellent. Omamori. Well. draw 10 cards. Hooray! Looks like the vast majority of Alaska is in one time zone. Huh. That's weird. I feel like Alaska represents a large angular displacement around the pole. Sweeping Beam's really nice. Sweeping Beam gives us some access to AoE. Obviously, we would prefer that AoE come from Electrodynamics in this build, but Electrodynamics is not being offered here. It's being offered here as Sweeping Beam. Hologram, also kind of nice. Yeah, I do think the hologram is probably too greedy. I think we're probably still going for 3 elites. I think we're probably gonna wing out here and try to come back. We might not end up doing it. I guess it could be auto shield. I think so if we want to fight the elites, we take Sweeping Beam and rest, right? Do we ever win these elites? We definitely don't, right? 15 health is like such a wing and a prayer. But like, I don't know, we could get a regen pot. If we get a regen pot, we definitely win the fights. This Omamori is such a bummer. Why couldn't you do anything, Omamori? Darn. Yeah, I think if we want to win this run, we just can't go left. We're gonna die if we go left. So we have to go right, so we need to think about this line. That fire is probably a rest at 15. And then we get something here, and then we get to choose again between 2 elites and a fire. Hopefully we want to put ourselves in a position to choose this elite. So I think we still take the damage. I think we need more damage. Slaver. We should probably spend a potion. We've got 40% potion chance, and our bar is full. We could use the Swift Pot here to draw a defend. Cold Snap double defend. Blocks for 12. We do, like, have to use the potions, right? Like, with Sacred Bark swap start, we, like, absolutely need these potions to be, like, our power. But wasting them also feels bad. That was for 5 health. I don't know. I don't know if that was worth it. Defrag Cold Snap blocks for 8. So we can defrag Cold Snap Zap. Or defrag Zap Cold Snap. Yeah, that seems great. Okay. Let's Sweeping Beam to draw a card, and then we're probably going to double defend. Yep. We're already blocked out. Is this Cold Snap lethal? It is. Okay. We've got our potion. 10 decks. There we go. That's a card. Obviously, we have a defrag plus in the deck, so we don't want to like hardcore commit to being a Hyper Beam deck. We definitely don't want to do a Hyper Beam reprogram like the last 2 runs. But Hyper Beam definitely can win some Act 1 Elite fights. Okay, so we go here, upgrade the reprogram, or upgrade the Hyper Beam? No, that's still too bold, right? What if we don't draw it and die? Well, if we don't draw it, we just Sneckle Oil, right? I do really like the Hyper Beam upgrade. 8 extra damage. So much. But you have to think you're ahead of the curve when you pick up a floor 7 Hyper Beam. And we're so far behind the curve right now, we like need to take a risk and get lucky, so let's do it. Let's take a risk. Alright, what do we want this to be? because it has to be good. There's no real sense in talking about it because it already is what it's going to be. But can I have like an anchor? Oh, okay. That might even be. That's probably better than an anchor. I was just hoping for like a common relic. All right. Well, that definitely charges us up to go left. So we're actually going to heal on these hallway fights, I think. Double cold snap, dual cast blocks out, does some damage. Just waiting for the hyper beam here. Hyper beam is already lethal. So just blocking until it gets here. Pew! Laser beams. Early GA versus Doom and Gloom. Doom and Gloom's quite nice. Doom and Gloom is the AoE for fights where we can't hyper beam. Also, pretty nice solution for bosses. Defrag, get some focus, do a Dark Orb, dual cast it. Maybe find a multicast later. Early genetic algorithm's hard to ignore, though. Seems like our main plan is to scale Frost Orbs. I think we're pretty well set up for that with a defrag and 2 cold snaps. But genetic algorithm also a block plan. I feel like yesterday we kind of got caught in the trap of treating Hyper Beam as our AoE for like a little too long, right? So we like got to the Act 3 boss fights and we were like, so Hyper Beam still works, right? And the game was like, well, depends on how many times you can play it. It's not too energy for a cleave. Doom and Gloom is a Dark Orb. I mean, it is AoE, but like the Dark Orb is most of the damage. Like compare Doom and Gloom to Sweeping Beam, right? It's like it only does 4 more damage by default, and it skips the card draw, and it costs 1 more. It's pretty clear that most of the value here is in the Dark Orb. I do really like your early GA though. Get some meta scaling. I think that meta scaling doesn't pull us out of this dive. I think we're like we need to meta scale by killing things and getting strong. We can't meta scale by like hoping that we draw GA every fight. Do we get to play the GA more often with Frost Orbs? Sure, yeah. I mean, Frost Orbs does put us in a good position to do side quests. That's true. GA is definitely a better card for the Guardian fight. Actually, now that I've said that out loud, I think I'm less confident that's true, because Dark Orbs are really good at boss fights. Alright, let's do the Dark Orb. Doom Gloom Strike, okay. Hyper Beam Dual Cast looks pretty lethal. 34 plus 12, that's 56, yep. Or plus 24, not plus 12. Self-repair kind of goes with meat on the bone, kind of fights meat on the bone. We had that going yesterday. Cool Head's always fine. As a 3 energy deck, I don't think we're really super excited for a Cool Head. White Noise is pretty pickable with a defrag in the deck. If it gets like Echo Form, we're ecstatic. If it gets Creative AI, that's great against Guardian. If it gets like Buffer, that's fine. Obviously Bias Cog is insane. Are you saying Cool Head's Shrug It Off? I guess it kind of is, yeah, depending on how much... yeah, if you evoke the Frost Orb that turn... Wait, no. It's like... You have to be in a kind of convoluted situation to get Cool Head to be Shrug It Off. It's like kind of similar, but... What if the upgrade for Coolhead was Channel 2 Frost instead of draw 2 cards? Would that be a better card or a worse card? I feel like a lot of the reason Coolhead is good is because it just, like, draws so many cards. But Channel 2 Frost Orbs is also insane, right? That's like, the important part of Glacier on a one mana card. But it is an upgraded card, right? And the current Coolhead upgrade is really strong, so I'm not sure that it's unreasonable. You don't usually generate multiple Frost at a time. There's only 4 Frost generating cards in the game, and 2 of them do that. I mean, if you don't count Chaos. Because Glacier and Freeze do that. Yeah, Chill. I mean, Chill and Glacier are both uncommons. I don't know. I guess relative rare is true compared to common cards, but in the overall population of Frost Orb generations, you can't ignore them because they're half of them. I do feel like the self-repair is actually pretty good. The self-repair meat on the bone thing we had going yesterday was really nice. So we'd get to like half health and then we heal for 19. But then we also died to the heart because we were one of those decks with a ton of marginal healing that was used to taking damage in every fight. And if you try that against the heart just kills you and you don't get to have a next fight. You don't often get enough of them in a run, so having a common that gives you 2 is really strong. Yeah, I think that's true. But a Coolhead is very strong normally, right? Chaos is the best Frost Orb source. It's not very reliable. I mean, the card name is Chaos, so I guess that's... Is there a bad outcome from White Noise? If it generates, like, Hello World... I guess if it generates, like, Heat Sinks, that's fairly upsetting. Rainbow in Shambles. That's true. Okay, alright. Good point. There are 5 Frost Orb sources, not 4. Are there any more? Now I just feel like I'm missing more. I really want to pick the White Noise because it's so powerful. Like in the right deck, White Noise is absolutely insane, right? In a like Heat Sinks Storm deck, White Noise is like the most powerful card in the deck. Because it like creates an echo form half the time. But like, it's hard to commit to that with just a defrag, you know? Yeah, exactly. It's gonna get a Heat Sinks, and it's gonna get a Storm, and it's gonna get a Static Discharge. Hey, Lixie. So I think like if we had a Power Relic, if we had a Mummified Hand or Creative AI, then we'd take White Noise. If we had, or sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. If we had Mummified Hand or Birdface Urn, we'd take White Noise. Or if we had Creative AI in the deck, we'd take it. Or like Heat Sinks or Storm, anything that like said we were already doing power synergy stuff, we would take White Noise. But I think we don't currently have anything, and so we should try to stay a little bit more open. But like we're definitely, if the boss has like an Electrodynamics or a Bias cog, we're taking it, right? So like this deck, like just a defrag, I think maybe is enough to say, okay, this is going to be a power synergy deck, and start taking power synergy cards. I don't know. Because like if we have a White Noise, then when we see Heat Sinks, we can be like, great, there's our Heat Sinks. Whereas if we skip the White Noise, then we're going to take the Heat Sinks anyway and be like, well, I guess we have to find more powers now. I guess if we just want to take a power for taking power's sake, we could take Self-Repair. Do we get an upgrade? Hard to say. It kind of depends on how this goes. Probably, I would say. With the meat on the bone. But likely to be at 40 plus here. So it can't be Sentries, so it's either Gremlin Knob or Lagavulin. I imagine White Noise is probably on average good against Lagavulin, right? If it gets us like Bias Cog, that's great. Buffer's super good in that fight. Echo Form, obviously. But it can totally whiff, right? And it's a skill against Gremlin Nub. The thing about White Noise is it doesn't necessarily do anything the turn you play it. So if you're already strong enough to play a dead guard, it's potentially awesome. If you aren't, it can just kill you. I mean, kinda. Playing a power is not nothing if you have like Heat Sinks or Storm. But I mean, it is kind of just like putting a random power in the deck, right? And like most powers don't do anything when you play them. So to the extent that's true, that's true. I think we're just gonna skip here. It's just adding a zap. I mean, on the turn it's played, right? If you have a storm, then powers are at least zaps, but all powers like actually do something, right? So it's not a literal zap; it's a zap on the turn you play it. But I mean, a zap on the turn you play it is not like an enthusiastic proposition, right? No, a peanut. The precondition is that we already have Storm. So if we have Storm and we play a power, then powers are zaps. Even in another Storm, it would be a zap. Alright, I'm skipping. Who would it be? Metallicized Lagavulin. Okay. We can block for 12 every turn with 3 Frost Orbs and a defrag. But he hits for 20 a turn, so it's not really enough. It's not bad, though. I'm kind of debating, like, not playing the Zap, I guess. I guess if I play Zap first, I still have the option to fill up my orbs with Frost Orbs, so I'll do Zap first. Which, actually, I'm going to restart the fight, because that means I can't play Cold Snap, and I clearly want to play Cold Snap. I thought he had 12 armor already, but he only has 8, and then he'll have 12 next turn. Defrag Doom and Gloom. Next turn, dual cast, Cold Snap for block. Seems good. We are waking. Oh, we're not waking him up. So we actually get to continue proccing the Dark Orb. Now he has 12 armor and I thought he had 8. Well, we definitely can't afford to Hyper Beam. So we're either Snecko Oiling or letting him wake up naturally. I think we're probably just letting him wake up naturally. Using his armor against him. Yeah, I don't want to use the Snecko Oil. I'll use that in an emergency. Let's start with Sweeping Beam and see what we get. How about like Cold Snap Defend? Maybe Cold Snap Dual Cast. Yeah, that blocks for 21. Or no, it doesn't. It blocks for 18. I don't know why I multiplied 7 times 3. That's wrong. We could theoretically evoke the Dark Orb here. Probably don't want to. We've got the two cost things in hand. We could use Snecko Oil right now. Does seem like kind of a dangerous situation. We're taking 20 here. Or 16, I guess. We draw all 3 of these and 2 of these, and we randomize the costs. I don't really care about randomizing any of these costs. These are all fine. We're not using Hyper Beam until the fight's over. I do want to get to that Cold Snap Defend, so I think I'm going to do it. What did we get? Got a 0 cost Defend and a Zap. Hyper Beam got decosted. Yeah, right. The Dark Orb is definitely the win condition here. So I think we can't actually afford the Zap because we need the slot for our Frost Orb. So it's probably like Cold Snap Double Defend here. Cold Snap Double Defend blocks for 18. That seems fine. Oh, it's holiday in Brazil. I was like, it's not Saturday. It's not even close to Saturday. It's Wednesday. What's the holiday? Good morning, Disc Buddy. So we've drawn dual cast. I think we were probably hoping to draw it like next turn. We're gonna have to kill him with it next time we draw it, I think. I guess it does, let's see, it does 76 right now. I guess 76 and then Hyper Beam kills him, right? Alright, let's start with Sweeping Beam, see what we get. And then dual cast Cold Snap. Yeah, this is first run. Huh, a revolutionary. Priest people should pay less taxes on gold. Interesting. I guess we're still in Hyper Beam waiting room here. If we Cold Snap defend, we block for 3 plus 7 plus 12. 7 plus 12 already seems like a lot, so I think we're getting there. I guess Zap also blocks and does more damage. Not like we really care about the damage because we're killing him next turn, but you know. Okay. Captain's Wheel, sure. Capacitor seems like a slam pick here. Seems amazing. Okay, so we just fought Lagavulin, so this can be Sentries or Gremlin Knob. We're great against Sentries. Probably fine against Gremlin Knob as well. Especially with a 4 strength potion. Rawr. Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam. Darn. There's our Storm. We've got 2 powers. Are we ready to commit? Yeah, Days Off. Yeah, it ends up sort of paying lip service to the person this is originally about, and stuff like, hooray! Party today. Man, I really wish I'd picked the stupid white noise now. Do I? I don't know. Is the Cool Head finally a pick? Good question. Capacitor definitely gives us room for some more Frost Orbs, but we've got 2 of them. We don't want to get too many orbs, because we do have a Dark Orb, right? Storm definitely can give us too many orbs. Storm is definitely part of the Electrodynamics starter pack. We're very interested in Electrodynamics happening. Storm is like a pretty hard commit to power synergy stuff, but we have 2 powers, and it's like very early to have 2 powers. But it does make me a little worried about early Act 2, right? Because early Act 2, you do not want to draw your starting hand and see 4 powers and a strike, you know? I think at this point, probably what we're hoping for draw is Heat Sinks. Obviously, Heat Sinks is an uncommon, so we can't, like, count on it, but... I think I'd prefer to skip the Cool-Headed if I can. No, I think I need to be forced into doing hardcore power synergy stuff. I don't think we, like... we kind of are in a position where we can put a Storm in the deck. Alright. Yeah, there's so many good outs for Storm, right? Storm is good with Creative AI, Bias Cog, or Electrodynamics from the boss reward. So I'm gonna pick it. It's a little bit speculative. Swift Pot versus Speed Pot here, I think. Strength Pot's pretty safe. Speed Pot can theoretically save us 20 health, but it's very unlikely to. Swift Pot can draw us Hyper Beam though, and also potentially save us 20 health against Sentries on turn 2. I'll take the Swift Pot. Alright, we're going to do one of each elite, apparently. Strength pot or skip? I don't think we need Strength pot for Guardian. And I'm always worried about Gremlin Nub, so let's respect the Nub. We drew a dual cast here. It's too early. Block for 4 with the defrag. Get back to a point where we can do the Dark Orb thing. So we're currently blocking for 22, so this defend blocks out. I think we're probably trying to take 0 damage for the rest of the fight. Oh wait, we have lethal. That's one way to get 0 damage. Okay. There's Electro, sweet. Well, that Storm looks real smart now. Okay, this is our Act 2 plan. Alright, which of these cards needs to get upgraded? Storm looks pretty reasonable. Let's see, is it ever Capacitor? Capacitor's nice. Electro's not bad. Yeah, we just talked enough about Electro and then it showed up. It's like, hey, I heard you mention me. Do you want to kill everyone with lightning? Oh, yes, I do. Thank you, Electro. I think actually Storm Plus is probably not what we want. Act 2 is scary because enemies start hitting you on turn 1 for a lot. And I don't really want a Storm in my opening hand. Slowed me down. Maybe we just take Doom and Gloom Plus. Although the marginal value of extra AoE damage goes down a little bit when there's an Electro in the deck. Because we've got the Electro. If we Capacitor, our max Frost Orb block goes up to, let's see, 6 orb slots that are blocking for 4 per. So 24 block. It's a lot of block. Yeah, I could do Zapper Dual Cast. Those are definitely options. We've got 3 energy decks, so this is definitely the situation to do them. I think we're probably planning on transforming into a 4 energy deck here in a second. But if we pick like a Pyramid or something, we definitely want those Zapper Dual Cast upgraded. Yeah, I'm just going to do the Capacitor. I don't know. Sweeping Beam is the most damage per energy, right? Because it's 3 damage, but it's AoE. Doom and Gloom's 4 damage, but it's per 2 energy, right? I just don't see the Capacitor Plus like really actually paying off. Like if we had to consume, sure, maybe. With Hyper Beam and Electro, I don't think you need a damage upgrade. Are you lobbying for a defend upgrade? I was sort of like back of my mind considering that. Because all these upgrades, they just help us do stuff we're already good at. But we didn't take any block cards, if you don't count the Cold Snaps. So Defend Plus could be pretty useful. Especially like on turn 1 against Shelled Parasite. Capacitor's your best block upgrade? Kinda. Capacitor's like a scaling block upgrade though, because the Capacitor Plus only matters on like turn 4 at earliest. Whereas Defend Plus can block on turn 1. Yeah, I'm gonna take Defend Plus. It's a bit of a weird vibe, but Does it ever upgrade defend to transform it later? Upgrades don't carry over through transforms, so that would be a bad idea. We want damage. Electro actually isn't that much damage. It's 2 energy for 6 damage per turn, 12 damage total. We just do that with Strike and Sweeping Beam. We got the Electro from an elite fight, not a hallway fight. But yeah, definitely a good outcome for us. Drat. This is not a good outcome. Our max block in hand is Defrag Cold Snap. We've got a Swift Pot. Seems like this is probably the turn for it. Be really unfortunate to have to Hyper Beam here to split. I think if we Hyper Beam here, we probably lose the fight. So that's probably off the table. And then we're looking for, like, Defend Plus. We end up blocking for 8, 16, taking 20 damage. That's assuming we draw it. We would draw 6 cards out of 9, so we're likely to draw it, but not guaranteed. Lixie, are you suggesting we don't drink the potion? We just, like, Capacitor, Defrag, Cold Snap, say come at me? Seems dangerous. No, I think I disagree. I think that's disrespecting Guardian. It is a Swift Pot for 8 health, so it's not, like, tremendous. Can we ever split? If we Swift Pot into, like, Storm Defrag, does that split? Storm Defrag, Strike. Or I guess Zap is probably more damage. Storm Defrag, Zap. So this would, the first one would hit for 10, and then another 10, and then 10 at the end of the turn. So we'd hit for 30 total. No, doesn't split. Yeah, I think we definitely lose if we hyper. Yeah, as much as I hate taking so much damage, I think we have to do Capacitor, Cold Snap, Defrag. I don't think 8 health is enough to Swift Pot. And it's possible we get to save the potion. Ouch. Get that storm down, I guess. It's the last power, so it doesn't matter, but get it out of the deck at least. Might as well dual cast the Lightning Orb. We're probably going to play a Frost Orb next turn. Cold Snap is health neutral here. Actually, it's health positive because it lets us zap to evoke a Frost Orb. So it gains us 3 health. Okay. Also pushes that Dark Orb closer to the front, which is something we're going to need eventually. Defend, we're blocking for 16. We can take 4 to develop another Dark Orb. But we have a Cold Snap coming up next turn, so we don't super need that to happen. I guess, actually, wait. So it's 7, 11. So we take 1 damage to develop a Dark Orb? Yeah, I guess I'll take 1. Can we Hyper Beam now? He splits. This goes up by 5 to 43. 43 means 86. 86 plus 34 is... sorry, 86 plus 34 is 120. So we'd need 20 more damage. 14 after strike. Seems like finding 14 damage is pretty possible. The Electro, these still hit. They hit for 2, so we'd find 4 damage there. So we only need to find 10. So we just need like Doom and Gloom dual cast to win next turn. Okay. Oops, crap. I was supposed to strike first. So here's the dual cast. Oh, Coconut got caught on the camera wire there. Defend plus is always happening. Strike is 4 damage over the next 2 turns. We have lethal with like defend Doom and Gloom next turn. Do we have lethal either way? No, we need the zap for it to be lethal. Okay, so I'll take 1. Okay. I guess we actually did not need the zap for it to be lethal. Could have saved 1 health there. Wow. Echo Form, Creative Eye, or Second Electro. Seems like some good stuff. Echo Form is usually run winning. Creative AI seems extremely good here with a Storm. And already some really strong focus synergy stuff. But it's very slow. So I think we should take Echo Form. Echo Form's way faster. But still kind of slow. Second Electrodynamics is actually pretty fine. If we're worried about Act 2, Second Electrodynamics shores that up quite a bit. Also, like, after the first Electrodynamics, the second Electro is actually pretty good. It's 16 AoE damage. More if you've got focus. It is double Hyper Beam. Yeah, double Hyper Beam is pretty nice. But, like, Echo Form needs setup. Electro does something the turn you play it. Like, Electro is better for Snake Plant. Echo Form's better for... you know, other fights. Elites and stuff. Well, it's better for Gremlin Leader. Electro might be better for the other two, actually. Yeah, I think Electro... Well, no, Echo Form's probably better for Book of Stabbing, too. So Echo Form for Gremlin Leader and Book of Stabbing. Electro for Slavers. Yeah, Echo Form's also just, like, insane for the end game, right? You could also just, like, Echo Form your defrag. Like, if you play a Storm and an Echo Form and then you play defrag, you've won the fight, right? That just goes nuts. Let's take the Dream. Snecko Eye. Hyper Beam, Electro, Echo Form. Doom and Gloom. Just being able to play Hyper Beam on turn 1 more reliably seems pretty insane for Snecko Eye. It is a 3 energy Snecko Eye, so it's not, like, outstandingly good. Frost Orb defect is actually probably the best, like, archetype across all of Slay the Spire to take Runic Dome, because you really don't care if it's the 45 damage attack or not. You're going to set up your Frost Orbs and use them to block, and if it's not enough, it's not enough. There's, like, very few resources that you waste. Sometimes you do get into a weird situation where it's like, I have a Frost Orb in the front. Do I dual cast it, or do I, like, advance to the Lightning Orb and dual cast that? It's hard to know. But like, Snecko is pretty outstanding here. So I don't know if like a pickable Runic Dome is really the bar here. Slaver's color's okay. I'm a little worried about hallway fights though. And Snecko is outstanding in hallway fights in the context of Hyper Beam and Electro. So let's take the Snecko Eye. Alright. A Hyper Beam guy of his own. Of their own. The chosen champion of Act 2. A lot of early shops. Probably want to hit one. Got 372. We are definitely in a good position to be farming elites. And there's a 4 elite path. Echoes of Act 1. Man, if we'd been able to do the 5 elite path in Act 1, we've got 9 elites by the end of Act 2. Assuming we can do this 4 elite path. It's outstanding. Usually 4 elite paths aren't even available. 5 elite paths are a huge aberration. There are actually 2 4 elite paths available here though too. We can do this one as well. Or these 2 into that one. Wait a minute. I said something that wasn't true. That's a 3 elite path. 1, 2, 3. It's definitely safer. Get some question marks first. Whereas this one's 4 fights before the first elite. Oh yeah, Snecko is super good. Drawing 2 extra cards is like fantastic. Apnea, you're saying we have Omamori. What are you counting the Omamori for? Some relics could help us. Not sure what you mean. Yeah, exactly. The 4 elite line does have no shop. Be pretty sad to save this money and try to go to Act 3 with 600 money. Would really like to spend it. Does Snecko make you think more or less? I feel like sometimes Snecko makes you think less. You're just like, Meteor Strike, click. I do really like this starting path. 2 question marks, 2 fights, a shop. It's really appealing. So maybe we take that over the extra elite on the left. Extra elite is really nice though. We've got so much healing with meat on the bone and blood vial, and we should be able to handle elites with like Echo Form and Electro Hyper Beam and stuff. Hey, 1 of 1 million rise. Cards that cost more than 3 should not be randomized for 3 or 4 costs. There's so few cards that applies to. It's like Meteor Strike, Omniscience, and like, is there anything else? I think it's just those 2. Having a little rules carve out. I guess, yeah, Blood for Blood and the defect power, or the defect block card have like conditional costs, but they start it. Oh wait, Blood for Blood. Yeah, I guess they both have conditional costs and go down. There's also the silent card that costs 1 more for each time you've been hit that can cost like 75, but you know. Alright, let's go right. They heard we're trying to go to a shop and they want to stop us. Hyper Beam, not enough here. That Defend is always getting played. So Strike Hyper Beam is 40 damage, off by 9 here, 10 here. If we play it, then our Electrodynamics does 0 damage until we play Defrag, and then it does kind of a sad amount of damage. So I think we're probably just going to Hyper Beam and wait for Doom and Gloom. That's the play. Take 17. Ouch. Doom Gloom Strike is too expensive. Everything costs 3 this turn. If we Doom and Gloom, we take 11, we go to 33, that puts us in our meat on the bone range. Seems okay. It's not great, obviously, but it's not real damage. Drawing cards is good with Snecko Eye, but 0 cost cards costing 2 is not very good. Sweeping Beam and Rebound, I think, are a little bit too low impact for this stage of the game. I think we're just looking for, like, powers and stuff at this point. Glacier. Anything that says costs 2 or more is inherently good. There's a Mummified Hand. Having a hard time not just clicking on that. I want to. Want it in my life. Please, Mummified Hand. Runic Capacitor, not bad either. Can't afford both. Runic Capacitor, actually, not bad is underselling Runic Capacitor. Runic Capacitor is pretty insane. No, we cannot afford Mummy and Runic Capacitor, unfortunately. We're just off. I mean, it costs like $4.40. Yeah, Consume's on sale. Consume's nice. We have Echo Form, so we could play Self-Repair. We're also like a power synergy deck, so definitely Self-Repair is something we're interested in. But man, skipping Mummified Hand. I mean, so it's like Mummified Hand card remove, or it's like Runic Capacitor, Consume, Self-Repair card remove. Runic Capacitor is like, Runic Capacitor Consume is like pretty good. It's kind of slow though, whereas like Mummified Hand is lightning fast, right? We're gonna like draw a 0 cost Echo Form in our opening hand and just like go off. I feel like the Mummified Hand is just too good. We already have a Capacitor in the deck. So we're not like desperate for orb slots, and we don't have a Consume currently, so. Yeah, definitely like 2 really strong lines here. So I don't know. I think you can probably win with either one. Mummified Hand just like makes creative AI so good too. Yeah, I'm just gonna take Mummified Hand. It's a power synergy deck. We have to lean into that, right? All right. And then for the last 113, we can still afford Consume. We can even consume. We can almost consume card remove. We're off by 1 gold. It costs 114. With the Runic Capacitor, we could have bought a cheeky Barrage too. It's probably not good. Let's just do card remove. The strikes are extra bad with Snecko Eye, right? Let's get rid of them. Snecko Eye and Mummified Hand, right? You don't want to draw a 3-cost strike and then have it reduced with Mummified Hand down to 0. It's like, great. Find some potions event with Sacred Bark and a full potion bar. Okay. And Tropic Blue Flexbot. Well, Flexbot can get it. I think we were just replacing both of these. Like, this is definitely happening. But then, like, is Swiftbot better than Entropic Brew? Swiftbot's pretty great. Yeah, Echoform, yeah, Self-Repair Echoform is great. Also, with the meat on the bone, we could go to 35 and then basically heal up to, like, 70. I think I like Swiftbot better. No. We like Entropic Brew is kind of like gives us extra shots on goal with Sacred Bark, right? Because Entropic Brew can give us like a cult pod or something. Something that just breaks the game. Swift pod isn't doing that. Swift pod is our get out of jail free card though, for when like Snecko decides we're having a bad time. And I like getting out of jail. But Entropic Brew can do that too, right? It can. It isn't as likely to, but... Oh, look. Hark. We have a storm too. Oh my god. Okay. I think we're skipping Hyper Beam because we need the focus for Electro. Do we even want the capacitor? We kind of just want to evoke the orbs. So we can zap first and then capacitor. I mean, it's 8 damage now versus 3 damage and then 3 damage later. But we're not killing anybody with it, so I think we just capacitor first. Unless we are killing somebody with it. If we play Zap, Capacitor, Hyper Beam, do the birds go down? Probably not, right? Because this does 17. And this would do 8 AoE, and then these would do 0. Yeah, Bark Swap is pretty upsetting. Yeah, I'm gonna go Capacitor first. Observe my lightning orbs and fear. I believe there's nothing we can do to keep them alive even if we wanted to. So the fight is now over. I calculated the Hyper Beam, I'm pretty sure it wasn't lethal. You may have been accidentally including the lightning orb damage at the end of the turn, which we would not have gotten. Barrage seems kind of close to pickable. It's a shame the orb attack doesn't drop the birds. I guess, yeah. That's true. Would have been neat if we just knocked them all down and then also killed them all. In reality, birds are quite bad at flying during storms, so it should. Barrage is kind of almost pickable, but it seems like we just want to do focus stuff, not like random physical damage. Although we do have a flex pot and a Sacred Bark, so if we can get this barrage to go, it can do 100 damage, right? Let's get 10 orb slots. Rip and Tear seems terrible. Steam Barrier seems terrible with the Snecko Ion. So I think we're just skipping. Oh wait, Rip and Tear with the flex pot. It can't miss, right? Barrage could miss. Nah. This is not the right stuff. Surprise Shop. That's bad. We get another shot at the self-repair. It's the only buyable card. I guess we could buy Charge Battery, but I think I'd rather have Frost Orbs block. I mean, we have an Echo Form in the deck, and we're Power Synergy. Echo Form, Mummified Hand, Storm. Doesn't get much better than this. It's on sale. I mean, you say it's a sad shop. I'm pretty happy to see the self-repair on sale. Okay. Sure. Electro. Self-repair's free. We can play the whole hand. Except for the one card we actually wanted to play. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna restart that hand and see if we can target those Mummified hands a little better. So we want to play this dual cast because that's how we kill these gremlins and make her summon again. So I think we get to guaranteed play the whole hand if we play Defend first. Because then Self-Repair hits either Defender or Electro, and if it hits Electro, then Electro can hit Defend, right? Yeah, is there no way to do this? I think there's no way to do this correctly. I guess if we play defend first, we play the odds better, because then we take a 50-50 and a 50-50. And we also block. No, this can still miss, because self-repair can hit Electro, and then Electro can hit defend. We still don't get dual cast, which I believe is what happened last time. Okay, we did hit it this time. Not sure if we did it any better, or just changed the odds a little bit. Okay. My game got corrupted or something. It doesn't save my runs. Every time I open it, it's on the tutorial. Uh-oh. Is your disk full? Does the executable have write access to the drive where the save files go? Doesn't seem very fun. Oh darn. We'd have to hyper beam to target the upgrade. But we want to play defrag capacitor, we just might not get to him. Yeah, that's too bad. Is there a way to move the save files location? I presume you're playing through Steam. I'm not aware of anyway. If we play Storm, we play Storm twice because we have Echo Form up. So this would do 10 AoE and then 5 AoE at the end of the turn. So Sweeping Beam would kill. If we Doom and Gloom, it does the damage first, so the 14 would get dealt to the leader. That seems fine. I think we're kind of just setting up for a kill here. And then we're going to play Cold Snap and Zap. In what order do we want those? But yeah, I think you can change the Steam directory that your game's saved to. Through Steam. I don't know how to do it, though. I think we want the Zap first, because we're going for lethal. Actually, we just have lethal with Hyper Beam. Okay, good fight. Wait, do we want to take intentional damage? We've already played self-repair, so that side quest is over. Nah. Hyper Beam. Seek. Is that card good when we have Snecko Eye? Is it good in this deck? It seems like the card we would want to Seek is like Echo Form, but we'll never be able to play Echo Form because Seek is going to cost 1 or like 3, and then Echo Form is going to cost 3 if we take it out of the deck. I guess we have Mummified hands, so we can make Seek cost 0 anyway. Or we can take an Echo Form and then get it to be 0 cost, maybe if we play enough powers. Isn't Fusion pretty good here? It is, actually. Seek is insane, though. Seek is, like, literally the best card in the game. So it seems crazy to skip it, but maybe you're right. We could use some energy. And Fusion, like, comes upgraded with Snecko Eye, basically. But I'm imagining, like, myself in a heart fight. And I'm like, would I rather take a Fusion or a Seek? And I would rather have a Seek. Yeah, 3-cost Seek is unfun. Wait, Apina, you said I like Fusion more than Seek, hilariously. And then you also said, I would skip or Seek. Which is it? Those can't both be true. Come on, man. You gotta have consistent opinions. You need to make a snap judgment and stick with it. No, I don't know. I'm willing to change my mind. Based on thinking about things, so I think chat should be allowed to as well. I'm gonna take Seek. I think Seek is just like, it's just overwhelmingly good. And I don't know exactly what we're looking for with it, probably like just defrag or something. That's fine. Bottle Flame is, I assume, a skip. We could Bottle Flame like a Doom and Gloom. Has your opinion on self-repair changed this month? I remember you saying it wasn't great at the start of the month, but I've seen you pick it more and more as often as the month has gone on. I actually don't think my opinion has changed. I think that self-repair is, like, very conditional, but you do end up in that condition fairly often, right? If you have an Echo Form in the deck, or if you're, like, doing power synergy stuff, self-repair could be great. In this situation, self-repair is basically just a Mummified Hand activator. And, like, we have an Echo Form. But you're right, I have picked self-repair in like the last 3 consecutive runs, so. I think Block Pot's probably better at getting us out of trouble than Flex Pot. Blocking for 24 is a ton. So let's do that. And I think we're skipping the Bottled Flame. It's tempting to do like Hyper Beam, or Doom and Gloom, or Sweeping Beam, but I think we just want to draw like Echo Form on turn 1. And any innate stuff that isn't that stops us from drawing it as much. We do draw 7 cards on turn 1, so the impact of an individual card is somewhat diminished. And having access to Hyper Beam on 1 could be nice. But like, we kind of want to play Hyper Beam after the Echo Form, right? Both because after the Echo Form the fight ends, and also because playing it twice is good. But Doom and Gloom on turn 1 is like always good for boss fights, right? Is it? I don't know. I feel like the Dark Orb is not really the point of the deck anymore. It's like we do have. Do you draw the bottled card? Yes, you do. It does interact with Snecko. Yeah, that's right, Alexia. Yeah, it's like, I guess, yeah, the Dark Orb was our plan against the Act 1 boss, but I don't think it's our plan against the Act 2 boss. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip the Bottled Flame, unfortunately. I hate skipping relics, but you know. Haha! You can't confuse me. I'm already confused. Let's play Capacitor and one other card. I guess that card is Cold Snap. Okay. This card costs 0. Let's play that. So we play Defend and then Electro so that we can target the D cost. And then Cold Snap. So we take 1 currently. We could dual cast to save. Oh wait, no, we don't take 1. We're never dual casting. Great. Think of the score for having 1 extra relic. Good point. I didn't even think about that. Double self-repair seems available here. Which I think is a good enough argument for it. Get Storm out of hand. I think Storm is the last power, so you're late for the bus, Storm. So we're currently taking 1. And the only way to stop it is like Sweeping Beam into Seek Defend or something. Or I guess Seek Cold Snap also works. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, we can take a 0-cost Cold Snap. Spicy. Hyper Beam is not lethal, so I'm not going to play it. Okay. We could double Cold Snap, evoking these 2 orbs and generating 8 block. We could double Defend Plus, that's 16 block. It seems like it'll probably do it. Yeah, 16 plus 12 is... Or plus 12 is 28. So we block out. Sold. Let's see, we're in range for Hyper Beam next time we draw it. So, do we dual cast? Is there any reason to? I'm not sure. If we top deck dual cast, we'd rather replay it. to get both lightning orbs later than one now. Is the blue cast lethal? 40 damage? No, it is not. It's kind of just whatever. We've blocked out in hand. We have lethal with Hyper Beam next turn. I don't need to think too hard about this. We've done all our side quests, so we're done. Heal for 14. You love to see it. Sunder is kind of abusable with Snecko Eye, but the time when Sunder is actually good is kind of coming to an end. Could pick a Cool-Headed. It does seem like we need a little bit more card draw now that we've got this Mummified hand really popping off. We want less cards, not more. We do kind of like run out of gas a little bit once we've played all the powers. We just like play all the powers and then wait for Hyper Beam to kill people. I kind of wish we had a little bit more follow-up. We need a creative AI. Oh, more powers, yeah. Yeah. Sort of lacking a win con? Kinda, yeah. I mean, Storm decks definitely get there against the Heart. We kind of scale like crazy. But yeah, we do need something. We need like a Bias Cog or Creative AI or something. I don't think any of these are like really big problem solvers for us. And I don't think any of them have attractive enough upgrades to steal it away from, like, Storm or Electro or something. I think Storm is probably the next upgrade. Skill Pot versus Block Pot. I think I like Block Pot better. Block Pot does what Skill Pot wants to do, but, like, reliably. Okay. We have access to Hyper Beam, Doom and Gloom. No, we don't. Just kidding. That's too expensive. Electro. Hit a Defend Plus. Great, very useful. So it's probably just like Doom and Gloom, Defend Plus, Block Pot here. Is Doom and Gloom actually useful? I don't know. I guess Dark Orbs are okay. Could Cold Snap instead, if we'd rather have a Frost Orb than a Dark Orb. Doom and Gloom is more damage, though. I do Doom and Gloom. Do we just drink the Entropic Brew? If there's a Power Pot, do we want it now? No. I'd rather use Power Pot to discount better cards next turn. We've only got 20% potion chance, so if we drink the Entropic Brew and then don't drink the two resulting potions, that's fine. Okay, I guess we're playing the whole hand, right? So I'll defrag first, because that's the only way to miss. So we can Cold Snap, and hopefully the Lightning Orbs cooperate and let us set who the lowest health target is. Oh right, Lightning Orbs just do their thing. Is it finally a power deck? It is. It's a power deck. Oh, we actually sick. We get to kill both outside slavers. Okay. Do we get to play the whole hand? Yes, we do. So we can play Storm first. Oh, this is lethal. Whatever. I'm just so focused on playing the hand correctly. Sometimes I miss lethal. Okay. So, Streamline Darkness Rebound. Nope, those aren't necessary. Then Chaku versus Sapphire Key. Kind of like Sapphire Key. It's true. We just need the Horn Cleat, which ironically is my favorite boat part. I like Anchor quite a bit. It's like Horn Cleat, then Anchor, then Captain's Wheel for me, which is weird because Captain's Wheel is the rare. But whatever. We do get frost from attacks. Yeah. Oh, you mean as an argument for Nunchaku? Yeah, I was just gonna count my attacks. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks. Yeah, really glad we skipped that auto shields, because with 2 boat parts and frost orbs, it would have been kind of a nightmare to find an opportunity to play that thing. I mean, energy's great. But, like, we don't play very many attacks. Just 6 attacks, so we'd have to, like, shuffle to even get a Nunchaku set up. What are we upgrading next floor? We're at full health, so it's not weather, it's what. Probably Storm. It seems like the Storm upgrade would be really great. Oh, I would absolutely take a Glacier. I would love a Glacier. I mean, it's pretty rare that I would not take a Glacier, but I guess if it's a reprogrammed deck, I would take a Glacier, but this deck is just absolutely thirsty for a Glacier. Snecko Eye, Focus deck. Please. I don't know. It doesn't have to pay off huge for it to be better than Sapphire Key, right? We're gonna have a couple more opportunities at Sapphire Key. You always hate to see, like, if you leave Sapphire Key to Act 3, though, like, sometimes it's like, I guess you'll have to skip that incense burner, won't you? And you're like, no! It's so good! So, like, hopefully it's like Boot or Juicy Bracelet or something, right? But we can't guarantee that. We're in a really good spot. Maybe we don't need the Nunchaku. Maybe we can just use our, like, leverage here to take an early Sapphire Key. It seems like quite, kind of a sensible thing to do. Make sure we're in a good spot. And, like, the energy relic that we have and need is Mummified Hand, right? And that's, like, that's in the relic bar already. I'm gonna take Sapphire Key. I mean, we're also, like, halfway through Act 2, so it's not like destroying Act 2 is really a... Yeah, Nunchaku is definitely like an Act 3 relic, right? We, like, set it up on 9, and then it's basically a lantern, right? Yeah, so I talked about a Storm upgrade. Seek upgrade makes sense, too. Capacitor gives us a little bit extra push. I'm gonna go with the Storm. We need this to end fights. We need to do, like, Storm Electro on 1. I feel like this is a Drake meme thing, where it's like, bottle a Dark Orb? No. Upgrade a Storm? Yes. This is what we want to be doing on turn 1. This is how we're stacking orbs, not this. Question marks or fights? Fights could heal us, but we're already at full health, so we don't care about that. Could get us potions, which we care about a lot because we're Sacred Bark. What question marks are we eligible for here? All of them? Looks like we haven't been to a question mark yet in Act 2. Oh, I guess we went to... No, we've been to a couple. Huh, we haven't seen any events, though, right? Yeah, we had a surprise shop. No, we saw the potion. Oh, we saw a shrine. We saw a lab. So we had a shrine, a fight, and then what was this? I don't remember. Maybe it was 2 shrines? No idea. No, this was the shop. What was this one? I'm pretty sure this one was the shop, right? No, we had a regular shop and then we had 1 surprise shop. We did not have 2 surprise shops. Huh. I'm not really interested in bites or apparitions here. Apparitions I'd probably take with some protesting, but definitely not bites. Be very excited about Thwack. Thwack would be great. Library's good, Ancient Writing's good. Augmenter's good. Transform those strikes. Apparitions is bad, Cursed Tome's bad, Forgotten Altar is bad. Masked Bandits is fine. I guess it's good. Beggar's fine. Vagrant's good. Library's good. Mausoleum is good because we have Omamori. Nest, I don't think we're taking a Ritual Dagger, so it's just 50 gold. So it's like kind of neutral. And Vampires are bad. Is Curstone bad? It can be in Coryldan. Yeah, Curstone would be great. I'd definitely take a Curstone. Hyper Beam with Necronomicon and Coryldan would be great with the powers. Neuralise is also good with powers, right? Like Neuralise also gives you powers, right? All right, let's go do question marks. Okay, bag prep is incredible. Great, happy to see that. And we're gonna go fight this elite, so let's go this way. It is bites. Oh, we have Blood Vial. I forgot about that. But it would inflate our deck size too much. Add 3 cards. We have so much healing. Meat on Bone, Blood Vial, Echo Form, Self-Repair. It's just unnecessary. Okay. Seek costs its mint condition 0. Let's seek for defrag and hope that we can hit Storm. Storm's too expensive to consider playing, really. I think just like defrag Electro is probably the line. And play other stuff. I guess Doomgloom first. No reason not to. I don't think we can skip Echo Form. Echo Form plays Self-Repair next turn. Maybe this is the Entropic Brew here. I really don't want to take 24. What are we hoping for? Block Pot? Power Pot could work. This Echo Form unfortunately evokes the Dark Orb. Could Swift Pot into nothing. Here's a Power Pot. I think Power Pot's too powerful to spend right here. Hopefully this just hits a defend. Oh, it did. Okay. Hit a defend plus. That's good. Swift Beam's kind of scary because I want to play Echo Form Self-Repair next turn. We are in the sort of unfortunate health range here, where if we go down to 35, we actually net heal. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull off taking 6. But I think we'll give it a shot. Oh, we didn't play Storm. I thought we had Storm up. We don't. So we're trying to avoid killing him. Alright, so we want to take exactly 6, if possible. He's hitting for 24, so we want to block for 18. Doesn't look possible. I think we just kill him. We've got 14 healing at end of fight. Go up to 55. I think that's fine. Yeah, it's coming around. We took a bit of a risk early on. We picked an early storm when it was like pretty speculative, but we got rewarded. Got an electrodynamics like the next fight. This heat sinks is great. I would also love to play a genetic algorithm. We have an echo form, so genetic algorithm is very pickable. This late, but heat sinks is way too good, right? Energy pot actually isn't super necessary with all the powers and mummified hand. I think we're just gonna stick with these two. Book of Stabbin'. Uh-oh. This is not a good hand. Snecko, what are you doing? Snecko, I see those 3 energy cards. I know what you're up to. Think you can sneak it by me? Well, you can't. 3, 6, 9 cards in hand, so we actually can't use the power pot because we get 2 copies. The Sacred Bark. So I think we Echo Form first, hope that it hits defrag, and then power pot to try and play the rest of the hand. Or we can play Storm first and then get extra lightning orbs and just hope we hit Echo Form. Be okay with skipping it. That way we save an energy for what? Sweeping Beam? Yeah, I don't really want to play Sweeping Beam this turn, so I don't think there's really any point in saving 1 energy. Let's play Echo Form. Should I play Defrag? Is Defrag better than Echo Form? Could be, depending on what the power pot is, right? If it's electrodynamics, for example. Echo Form's pretty good in the future, though, so I think we're going to do Echo Form. It's Bias Cog. And we did get the Storm, so we're kind of like weapons hot here. So we'll play Storm, double Bias Cog. Got the self-repair too. Just hoping for defrag at this point. I guess we could have seeked for a power, and we would have had an extra power target. Definitely not too upset by this outcome, though. Do a dual cast? It does 32 damage. Costs 11 per turn. Yeah, we've got our focus is at its highest right now, so might as well dual cast while we've got the shot. Do a Hyper Beam. Costs us 6 damage per turn. Does 34 damage right now. Probably costs us more than 6 damage a turn, right? Because we're playing a Echo Form, Storm, Electrodynamics next turn, ideally. Yeah, I guess Seek Curse makes sense. Seek Bane. Now that we're in this position. And then next turn we're going to use the Swift Bot to guarantee Electrodynamics, probably. If we don't draw it. Okay. Oh, we just got it. Okay. Double Electro or double Capacitor? Double Capacitor gives us 4 orbs plus 2. Goes up to 6 orbs. Or plus 3. So it goes up to 7 orbs? Yeah, so they'd all be full. I think both of them get lethal next turn, would be my guess. This evokes 6 total orbs. Or 7 total orbs. I guess they're both doing 7 total orbs? That seems odd. So this does 2 orbs if we double cast it, and then this does 3. So it's 5 total orbs. Oh, I see, we would get 7 total at the end of the turn if we Capacitor. But we'd channel 7 this turn if we Electro's Capacitor. So if we channel 7 this turn, and have 4 at the end of the turn, which is what would happen, then we would evoke 5. So we do 5 times 14 is 70 damage. Yeah, that's true, also zap. I don't think there's a lethal here, though. I guess Zap and Cold Snap both evoke in that context. If we assume we play Zap and both Cold Snaps, then we get 3 more evokes for an extra 42 damage. Well, now I have to think about it, because 70 plus 42 is 112. So we're off by 2, and then I think we would have a Lightning Orb left. So I think this is going to be lethal. Assuming we can play this Cold Snap, which requires some luck. Oh, great, it hit it immediately. Okay, so this should be lethal. And we want to play these before we play Capacitor. Yeah, okay. Easy peasy. Strawberry gives us a little bit more room for the meat on the bone. Scrape draws any card with Snecko Eye, is the way that works. We rarely have the hand size to do that. Because, like, we draw 7 cards a turn. So I think Scrape is probably not necessary. Sweeping Beam seems pretty low impact. Melter also. So I think we're done. Could do a recall here. I don't think this is a Snecko Scrape deck. Yeah, it doesn't seem like. Heatsink's upgrade is pretty good. Get 2 cards. Any upgrade that doubles its effect is like, that gets your attention. Capacitors would be nice to upgrade, but not really super important. Yeah, let's do the Heatsinks. That's a good one. Seek would be nice too. Seek also doubles. Only power here is Storm. I guess I'll play it. I guess I'll Sweep and Beam first to see if we can find another one. We did. I'll still favor Storm over Capacitor. Alright. Fair enough. Heatsinks is free. Let's draw a lot of cards. Ooh, Echo Form's free. Let's see. This costs 0, that costs 0. So the only targets are the other powers and this Defend. So if I play this Defend and then play Self-Repair, it has a 1 in 3 chance of hitting Doom and Gloom and making the sad. But otherwise we get these. Yeah, there's no reason not to play the Defend, right? It's just a bad target. I guess that the reason not to play the Defend is I want to play the Defrag first, or the Electro first. There's no more powers to draw, but there are lots of other cards that don't cost 0 to draw. Alright, I'm gonna start with the Defend. Darn. The sad. These guys are both stealing cards. He's gonna take this Zap. He's gonna take the Seek. This is the current situation. There's no randomness. I guess if we played Hyper Beam, technically he could take Hyper Beam instead of Seek, but we're not gonna play Hyper Beam. Okay, I'm fine with that. We don't really want that Zap back. We probably want the Seek back, though. Oh no, it's a 3-cost Seek. It's kind of garbage. Oh, he did take the Hyper Beam. I thought that he would take it before I discarded my hand, but I can see why that's not true. Seems like getting double defrag down in the fight is really important. We can play Electro just once, that's fine. So let's do the double defrag. And I think we're going to want double capacitor too. In addition to the fact that we can't afford it. We could Swift Pop to try and find Capacitor or Electro before we use the Echo Form charge. A lot of damage going in, 40 damage. And we are running out of time here as well. Only draws 3 cards, so it's like a normal Swift Pop. But that's likely to draw one of those two, so I'll do it. Didn't happen. Okay, well I guess we just drew Defend Plus, so double Defend Plus, and then double Defend, and then Cold Snap. Alright, double Capacitor. Single Electro. Alright, so now we're cooking. Could play Seek, but why? We can recycle the Frost Orbs and then dual cast the Lightning Orb. He is, he's coming for us alarmingly soon. I think his next turn is Hyper Beam. Hey, Spain. Good morning, Red ZTV. I understand that you guys have a holiday in Spain today. Is that why you're tuning in? We can just exhaust the Seek to exhaust it. There's apparently only, like, 13 cards in this deck once we play all the powers. Yeah, let's get that damage. Okay. So we're never dying, but not super comfortable. We don't have our Defend Plus, so I guess Cold Snap Plus is going to have to be our Echo Form target. Snecko's playing around with us here, making all our cards cost 3. It's rude. Okay. We are kind of running out of Lightning Orbs. We don't have any, like, big generation thing. We just have the Zap left. So I think we might have to play the Zap here. It's good for damage. I mean, it does, like, 24 damage. It's more than anything else in hand. But I think I want to keep the Lightning Orb for that. Okay, he's hitting for 40. If we double dual cast, we get some damage and block for 18. 18 plus 18 blocks out, basically. No, we don't. We want to avoid having too many Frost Orbs. Having too many Frost Orbs is one of the ways we lose this fight. Paradoxically. So we can go like double dual cast and then like Doom and Gloom, because that's a damage orb too. And take 4. And then we just gotta rotate these around, then we should get there. Oh wait, Hyper Beam's lethal right now? It's a little bit off. We're kind of taking a 50-50 on redrawing Hyper Beam next turn if we do that. Which is not a bad idea. Otherwise the max damage is double zap Cold Snap. Wait, is this lethal? Because it does 68, and then we lose 6 focus. So we go on the -2, so these would do 1, so yeah, it's not lethal. Well, if we just don't play it, we still have lethal if we redraw it next turn. So let's just not play it. So maybe we do double Cold Snap now, because that means we have more block to survive next turn if we don't draw a Hyper Beam. And we're getting lethal either way, because this does 14, so he'll be down to... oh no, he'll be down to 71, so we don't have guaranteed Hyper Beam lethal. We'd have to have like Hyper Beam Strike or something. But if we double Cold Snap, that's 12 damage, so that would get there. Okay. This either survives or kills, so I'm happy with that. Looks like survive is the order of the day. Double dual cast, blocks for a lot. Looks for 18, 36, plus another 18. Should block out. Okay, and then Hyper Beam's lethal next turn. Bottom deck, of course. Okay. That was a little bit nerve-wracking. Baylor Ladder died at Ascension 15. Thunderstrike? I mean, Thunderstrike with a ton of, that's... I was asking for follow-up that isn't Hyper Beam. Thunderstrike does it. We channel a lot of Lightning Orbs. Assuming we Storm first, how many Lightning Orbs do we get? So we play Storm, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 powers. And Electrodynamics channels 2 more, so it's 8 Lightning Orbs. So this hits for like 56 minimum. That's assuming nothing gets Echo Formed. Yeah, and if we Echo Form the Thunderstrike, it's 100 damage for a random Snecko Eye card. It's got to be like a good card, right? Costs 3, fits into the deck. Yeah, right. Exactly. We need something that follows up that isn't Creative AI, because we already win the game with Creative AI, but it's not here. So Fission's not terrible. We do have a lot of orbs, so having a Fission draw 6 cards is pretty good. We usually have our hand too full for that, but worth thinking about. The Seek has been pretty mediocre. We didn't even play it in that fight, so I think Thunderstrike's pretty good here. It's not ideal, but it's something. Pandora's Box, get rid of these 6 cards. Seems amazing. Already a pretty skinny deck. Any powers, obviously, are super high rolls. Energy stuff's not great. Glacier, any frost, any orbs would be great. Most defect cards are orbs, right? If you sort of like, I guess the plurality, if you group things by your sort of course synergy package, most of them are orb synergy stuff. There's also a lot of powers, so like we'd be reducing the deck size, getting ourselves more Thunderstrikes. Seems pretty incredible. Energy isn't like. Are you talking about these two? Yeah, I would like energy, but like honestly, Mummified Hand is giving us 2.6 energy per turn. I'm sorry, is this working? 2.6 energy per turn. That's so insane. This is the most busted Mummified Hand. I love Mummified Hand. It's an uncommon relic that's actually like 2.5 boss relics with no downside. Jesus. I didn't realize how strong that was. That is absolutely insane. That's just bonkers. I mean, it is a little bit cheaty because it's like it's discounting things that are Snecko made cost 3, but like whoa, that is so much energy. I am so glad that I didn't take the runic capacitor at that store. That Mummified Hand has been bonkers. Yeah, Yeah, I don't think energy is necessary here, and this is like so good. Any powers are incredible. There are some misses. There's like rip and tears and claw and stuff. But even like all for one's pretty good. Hologram with Snecko Eye. Things that you would normally think are like part of the zero cost package. Scrape is fine. I mean, it's better than a Strike, right? And I don't feel like we need the energy with this thing. 2 reprograms is not what I had in mind. Multicast is okay. Buffers, obviously a high roll. This is pretty weak. This is about the worst case scenario. I did not think about reprogram, and getting 2 of them is terrible. Multicast with no plasma orb and no energy. Unupgraded buffers among the worst powers. So this went horribly, I have to say. This is about as bad as it could be. No frost orbs, no orbs of any kind. This is definitely not a reprogram deck. This is a deck that wants to remove those reprograms as quickly as possible. You have to. What are you disagreeing with? I don't understand. Like, I definitely think that this is an amazing deck, and that the only way to lose is Snecko messing with the costs. I'm not sure who you're disagreeing with. Dang. Well. Dang. Oh, maybe you were arguing for an energy relic. Well, this would be a great time to use the Pandora's Box glitch and just remove these cards from the deck. But we can't do that. That's cheating. Awakened one. Okay. Alright. Game on. I see what you're doing, game. Give me the crappiest possible Pandora's Box into the best possible boss. Or worst possible Pandora's Box into the best possible boss. That's right, we just reprogram outscale him with all of our block cards. Wait a minute. Wait just a gosh darn minute here. Where are all the block cards? I still think we're probably trying to hunt elites here. Some extra fires would be nice because we have to recall. There's a couple of 3 elite paths. These 2 into that one, or these 2 into that one. This one has 2 bonus fires, which is pretty nice. Early shop it's okay. It's not incredible. I mean, shop does let us remove a reprogram. So that's definitely a positive. The bots are back. Don't call to come back. Don't do it. Okay. Anything more important than question marks and elites? Which reprogram will you remove first? I think you have to remove them in reverse chronological order, right? I think that's the rule. So it'll be first this reprogram and then that one. Because we have this sorted in obtained order. If you sort in any other order, you can't tell which one came first. I've warned people about that previously, Jerry Licious, but and I saw your name this time, but you are risking a ban if you type that message. There's like a 30% chance that I just like ban you without reading the name. So you post advisedly for memes that look like bots. Okay. An Orb Walker. We could just sacrifice all of our focus. Duh. Storm Defrag seems pretty good. Cold Snap costs 0. I guess we'd multicast for extra damage. Pew pew. Wow, buffer is actually incredible here. Maybe I underestimated buffer. Gaming superstitions, especially Slay the Spire related. I am not superstitious. I'm like aggressively anti-superstitious. So I don't think I can answer your question in any like very satisfying way. I do have kind of a ritual for starting my stream. So like I don't have any superstitions, but I do have I'm very like schedule oriented, right? So like I like make the stream go live, and then I like make my tea, right? And by the time the tea is done, I'm ready to start the stream. And there's like a whole bunch of processes where I like check the microphone and like make sure the settings are correct and everything. I like go do my exercise at a specific time every morning. So, but that's mainly just to like get myself to actually do it. I heard that the Time Eater dated your mom in Hearthstone? What? It says superstition. What are you talking about? Alright. Let's do this, and then this, and then that. And that's lethal? Yeah. That Thunderstrike, I think, was a good idea. I like the way that worked out. These are bad. Cold Snap is kind of nice. We are like running out of time to find more Frost Orbs. So the only Frost Orbs we have now are these 2 Cold Snaps. We've skipped a couple of Cool-Headeds, perhaps inadvisedly. Waiting for a Glacier, but the Glacier never came. So we might... It's possible we're supposed to take this Cold Snap. But it's a pretty thin deck after we play all the powers, so I think we get to the Cold Snaps frequently enough. You utter prayers to the mod console. Okay. There's a creative AI. Sweet. And it comes with a free card remove. Do we even pick creative AI against Awaken one, or are we too afraid? I think we're not afraid. We're gonna outscale him. It'll be fine. Okay. There's also a White Beast statue with a Sacred Bark. It's pretty good. Obviously, we can't choose both. Yeah, if somebody hadn't asked about the reprogram removes, I would have just done it in a random order, whichever one my mouse found first. But since somebody asked, obviously I have to have like a good justification. We're explaining everything. Twitch.tv/Vegetablebread. Yeah, creative AI seems totally busted and like game-winningly powerful, but I have to struggle to not click it immediately, so that we are clicking other stuff. About the VOSS reward, are you saying boss and the rare card? Sure, yeah. So if I recall, it was Thunderstrike versus Seek and Fusion. What's your observation? Fission. Yeah, Fusion is a totally different card. Good point. Which is weird that Defect has both of those. I didn't realize that until right now. Alright, Creative AI is busted. Let's do that. And let's remove not a reprogram, this reprogram. It's important we maintain the continuity of the timeline. If we had took the curse key, okay. Would you have taken this Tempest? No, probably not. Oh, it skipped the AI. So we'd still like have strikes and defends. Yeah, I don't see any way that we're getting like enough energy to do Tempest stuff. I mean, the really what Tempest is supposed to do in Act 3 is like if you have like double energies and like, or an ice cream or something, you want that X to be like 10. I think if you're expecting the X to be 4, you should probably just do something else. in that alternate timeline. We might be doing it for desperation purposes in that timeline, but probably not. I think we're probably just picking the creative AI and being happy. Hyper Beam. Do we have any side quests we care about? We're at full health. We could do the side quest of playing Reprogram one time. Just this is the one reprogram. We're gonna try it out, see if we like it. How does that feel? Feels terrible? Oh, okay. Let's never do that again. That's a power. Seems like we want it. What if we taken fusion? Oh, I see. You're saying if we took like fusion and Kursky and X was 5? Maybe. I still think probably not. We don't have any, like... It's hard to do energy stuff with Snecko. Maybe if we had, like, a Meteor Strike. If we had, like, a Meteor Strike, then I could consider it. We do have a multicast, so, like, Meteor Strike multicast, it could potentially, like, be an energy multiplier, and then we would want the Tempest. Is this scary against Awaken 1? It's, like, a little bit scary, right? You have to, like... At least think about Awaken 1 before you click that card. Yeah, I think we just power him to death in the first phase. Like, we just turbo through it really quick. And the second phase, we just Thunderstrike him. Hear me out. Creative AI, Storm is just more lightnings. Yeah. I think we are going all the way in. Yeah, I think we're just gonna... Try to race him, and then second phase we like Echo Form Thunderstrike, and hopefully he's already dead. I'm gonna do it. Okay. Too many orbs can be bad sometimes. Yeah, if you're trying to like keep a Dark Orb or a Plasma Orb, but we're just trying to storm people to death here. Do we multicast and dualcast, or do we play neither? Or, I don't really know. I guess both, right? Okay. Double buffer. Double buffer leap would be nice. I think we're hoping to just play the whole hand here, but a double buffer is at least safe. Oh, we get to play creative AI, sweet. Okay. Oh yeah, we do get to play almost the whole hand. This zap causes a little bit more damage, but it doesn't block in any meaningful way. We still lose the buffer. So do we want the Frost Orb or a Lightning Orb? I guess it charges up our Thunderstrike for later. Yeah, this Mummified hand is doing a lot of work. Yeah, I want the damage. We get a second double buffer. Sweet. Bottom card defrag is sad. I guess we can just draw it. Just double heat sinks into it right now. I kind of want to play double capacitor and then like heat sinks electro to draw it. Oh, I guess I could just seek into it too, but then I'm wasting the echo form on something. So we could play like double capacitor, seek, defrag, heat sinks electro buffer. Into Thunderstrike. Yes. More lightning. It's such an evil genius deck. I love it. Ridiculous. Okay. I see a zero cost creative AI in my future. We want to hit that defrag. We could play dual cast to try and target. Yeah, and then there's only 2 targets, right? We are allowed to play the cold snap because then we can still change his mind. Do we just take 7? Taking 7 seems pretty safe, because we have self-repair in the deck. Okay. Lots of powers getting played this turn. The whole hand is powers. So I think we kind of want to play heat sinks like once we are sure we're going to be able to play all the powers in hand. Because I want to play Echo Form. So I think we start with like Static Discharge and Electrodynamics. And then eventually we can layer in the heat sinks. I guess Electro first. Okay, so we hit Buffer, so we'll play that. Hit Heat Sinks. Okay, there we go. We've hit Echo Form now, so now we can play Heat Sinks. We can seek for self-repair and play that too. And if we Thunderstrike, does he die? 7 times 13 is 92? Oh wait, no, it's 91. So 91 plus this seems lethal. I guess, actually, no, wait, hold on. So he gets a bunch of armor back. He'll get like 1,000,000 malleable. How many malleable will he get? He'll get 13 malleable. So he'll get 3 block plus 4 block. Let's see, how does this work out? So 3 plus 13 is 16. So 19 divided by 2 is 9.5. 9.5 with, what did I say, 13 evokes? So 9.5 times 6.5, basically. Well, wait, it's 9.5 times 6 plus whatever the middle number is, which is like 9 or 10 or something. So... 9.5 times 7... Wait, why am I doing this? Oh, 9.5 times 7 is his armor. Approximately. 9.5 times 7 is 66. And we're definitely not doing 66 damage from the orb slots, so actually this is not safe. I thought this was safe, but it's not. So I think we just let him take a buffer, and we'll Thunderstrike him when it's lethal. Cold Snap first for Evoke, and then should be fine. You think that's enough damage? You're probably right, actually. So it'd be an extra 10, 16 damage. And then this is 7... 7 times 13 is 91. Yeah, so that would be lethal. Good point. Okay, Zensha's got it. Here I am worrying about Malleable. It's no such thing. There's a Meteor Strike. We have Snecko Eye. Meteor Strike is pretty much an immediate pick for any Snecko Eye decks, right? How many times have you win at level 20? I don't know. I'm not counting. A lot. Is there a situation where we don't pick Meteor Strike? Are we in that situation? Hard to say. It's like, it actually doesn't really do too much, which is like an absurd thing to say about Meteor Strike, but like it just does 24 damage. So even if it costs 0, like, because we don't have a way to use 1 billion energy. Oh, that's true. Multicast. Yeah, but then like, what's the outlet here? So we like Meteor Strike, Snecko Eye. Like we need that Tempest from the store, right? Like, it does make the multicast much better. I'll definitely agree with that. But Thunderstrike doesn't need energy, right? Thunderstrike just costs like 1, right? We have Snecko Eye. It's definitely better than reprogram. If I was offered a transform or a reprogram into a Meteor Strike, 100%. I'm all in. Sorry, Meteor Strike into the multicast into Thunderstrike. Are you have a different card in mind than Thunderstrike? Are you thinking about Tempest? Because that's not what this card is. Did I spell Tempest wrong? Is the bot down? The bot's down. I just don't understand what... I don't understand what the combo is that you're talking about. I want something to do with like a lot of card draw and a lot of energy, but I don't know what it is. Oh, evoked for channel? Yeah, I can see why you'd make that mistake too. That makes sense. Yeah, I think I'm skipping it. Feels really weird to skip a Meteor Strike with Snecko Eye. This is crazy, right? It's like the wrong thing to do. No, I don't think it is. It's a very weird situation, but yeah, I don't think this is gonna be good. I mean, it does do 24 damage, right? And it evokes 3 lightning orbs, right? So if we're just like talking about like getting heart damage caps, like it does some work. But it's just not, it's not like doing Thunderstrike levels of stuff, right? And I just don't think we need it. Is Charge Battery a pick? We are struggling a little bit to block. The 2 Cold Snaps have got a lot of work to do. It says plus on it, blocks for 10. I don't know, we've got like pretty good block from the Relic Bar, and we have been generating buffers. I don't know if we can really count on that, but we have been doing it. We have a buffer in the deck as well. Yeah, the Chief Abides, I had the exact same reaction. I like almost clicked on it before I thought about it more, but then I think I just don't need it. It just doesn't do anything. There's no outlet for the energy. We have Mummified Hands, so like all the powers cost 0, and we kind of zoom through the deck, and then we kind of like peter out a little bit, and we like need to draw Thunderstrike every turn. Yeah, exactly. Plasma doesn't block with doesn't block the big damage, but neither does Charge Battery, right? But neither does Cold Snap, so we have to find something. I mean, Echo Form Charge Battery kind of does. 6 times 15 is not infinity. Also, we're probably not getting that far, ideally. Ideally, we're killing earlier than that. I mean, I guess the Meteor Strike plan for blocking is we Meteor Strike, multicast, get 1 billion energy, and then like also multicast on a Frost Orb? I don't know. I guess I don't understand. We'd have to play multicast twice to make that work. Doesn't seem likely. Or we could just have the Plasma Orbs and then multicast the Frost Orb. Still does a lot of work. We could just pick, like, we could just get a reinforced body later, right? Meteor Strike makes reinforced body a lot better. Echo Form reinforced body with 6 energy. That'll block a heart. We don't have a reinforced body now. And reinforced body is just as rare as Glacier, which would solve our problems in other ways. Glacier doesn't require Meteor Strike to work. Yeah, I'm gonna skip. Doesn't feel good, but I'm gonna skip. Okay, let's play a bunch of cards. Storm first. Oh my god, we hit Creative AI immediately. Wow. I want Creative AI to hit Seek, but I don't want to play Reprogram to force that. I guess I can just play Seek. We could Seek for, like, defrag or something? Heat sinks, maybe? I guess we can pre-roll the RNG, right? So we can Creative AI, and if it hits Seek, then great, we can Seek and draw whatever we want. Okay. Definitely don't want Buffer, because then we'd lose it for nothing right now. Let's take the Heat Sinks. I think the rest of these we might want to Echo Form on. I guess we should have played the dual cast before the other thing. Bias Cog. Bias Cog seems a little bit aggressive. We do have to burn through 500 health, so we need like a little bit of sustain here. I think I just like double capacitor. And then we'll save the Bias Cog for next time we see it. Let's try to hit Electro with that. Miss. Doom is getting played. Dual Cast is getting played. Sweeping Beam can't... I guess it can draw zero cost stuff because Snecko Eye. I kind of want to wait and draw Defrag next turn though so I can double play it. I'm just going to play the capacitor without doubling it. Oh, okay. Kind of forgot I had heat sinks up. This buffer would get lost immediately. We've channeled 10 orbs and we're up to 7 slow procs, so I think maybe we just go right now. Maybe we go like Bias Cog, Defrag, Buffer. We might even have lethal. So Bias Cog would increase the orb damage to 7, which would mean they're doing 12 when evoked. Bias Cog, Defrag, Buffer would evoke 2. So they'd be doing 14 plus, there'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 doing 7, so that's 49. 49 plus 14 is 63. This would have 3 extra lightning orbs. So it'd be 13 orbs. And we'd be playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably at least 6 cards first. So it'd be hitting for 7 times 13 against with 1.3 times extra damage. So 7 times 2.3 is 16, and then 16 times 13 is 208. So it's definitely not lethal here. So I think we're going to wait on double defrag. Oh, that's, wait, with vulnerable, shit. Okay, sorry, so it's 7 times 2.3 times 1.5. So it's actually 24. 24 times 13 is 312. Still not lethal, though. Although we did have like 100 damage from other sources. So it's getting pretty close. It also blocks out. Well, we're very unlikely to draw Thunderstrike next turn, because we're drawing these 6. But yeah, I think we do want lethal next time we draw Thunderstrike, so I think we're just... Oh wait, I guess we draw a bunch of cards from the powers. Yeah, let's just go. There's no way that this fight goes long enough that we regret playing the Bias Cog here. We get Cold Snap dual cast on a Dark Orb, too. Sick. I guess Zap and then dual cast so that we can save the Cold Snap for when we have more slow procs. Oh, actually, dual cast was better on a Lightning Orb there. Totally missed that. We'll play this for 1 extra slow proc. Kind of a waste of an orb. Oh, it doesn't actually remove the orb, huh? Today I learned. If you play multicast for 0, the orb stays. Okay, guess it was lethal. Second Heat Sinks. Coolhead Plus actually seems great. I've been waiting on that for a while. Almost picked another Cold Snap here, out of desperation, but Coolhead I'm very happy with. I am tempted to make a George Floyd joke, because Giant Head is, like, on his side. I don't know. Seems like it's probably in poor taste. I regret even mentioning it. But, you know, as a streamer, I have to kind of, like, deliver a stream of consciousness dialogue, so sometimes some stuff slips out. Yeah, that was ill-advised. I apologize. So Heat Sinks is nice, but Coolhead I think is, like, pretty important. Yikes, chat's mad at me. Yeah, that makes sense. I would be mad at me too, if I were in chat. I am mad at me, I'm not even in chat. I mean, I guess technically I am in chat. But I lurk in chat. I'm busy. Yeah, we don't really need another Heat Sinks, right? 1 is enough. We're already drawing the whole deck on a big combo turn. So Coolhead is really nice for getting some both follow-up Frost Orbs and helps us draw back to Thunderstrike. Is this a recall? I think this is going to be our penultimate fire here, so we can take another upgrade here if there's a good one. Oh, we might be out. No, there's good ones. Yeah, exactly. Capacitor Plus is nice. Buffer Plus is pretty nice, especially when you play it with Echo Form, getting 4 copies of Buffer. Thunderstrike, it seems like, is actually a big source of our damage. So getting an extra, like, what is that, 22% or something? Seems pretty nice. If we have Thunderstrike for 9, how many Lightning Orbs do we need to get a heart damage cap? So calculator says 200 divided by 9 is 22. 22 Lightning Orbs seems pretty tractable for that heart fight. Seems like we can get there pretty easily. So maybe we don't need the Thunderstrike Plus, but again, we probably do. So I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, I think this is the most important. I think it's marginally more important than Capacitor. I don't think we really, we don't scale focus enough. We're not actually like a focus scaling deck. We're like literally a power scaling deck. We don't like we don't scale off of the results of the powers. We scale off of just literally playing a lot of power cards, which is a strange situation to be in. I mean, we scale off the results of the powers too. Works both ways, but primarily just playing powers is the... Yeah, Awoken One can be a problem. I anticipate that we're going to be able to overcome that, but I could be wrong. The Ancient Tea set's nice for Awaken 1, because we can have a big combo turn on turn 1 for that fight. It is the first boss fight. So we have like a really gigantic turn 1. Beggar Prep, Ancient Tea set. Go, go, go stuff. Let's do Storm first. We're trying to play all the powers here, I think. So we maybe to look for a cheaper power to decause defrag. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. You take 7 there. No 45 damage attack, that's nice. I guess we would probably have been able to find buffer if he was doing 45. Let's get that, do we Echo Form or Storm first? I think actually we might play Cool Head first, and then Storm and then Echo Form, to try and evoke both Frost Orbs. Okay. We could Seek, but there's no good targets. We'd probably just Seek for Bane, which I guess is worth doing. We could Liquid Memories the Thunderstrike to hit him for 1 a bunch of times. Seems bad. Yep. Yeah, we're taking a hit here. Nemesis has given us everything he's got. Here's the 45. We don't have access to buffer? Huh, I guess we already drew buffer. We are Captain's Wheel here, so block for 18 plus 14 gets us most of the way there. Do we double Hello World or double Self-Repair or Electro? I guess double Self-Repair is probably the pick, so that we can try to heal back up to full. And then we're just trying to decost Leap. One more shot at decosting Leap. Can we get it? We got it! Oh wait, we have Lethal. Any other side quests to do? Nope. Is it too late for a GA? Probably. It's floor 42. It's kind of a hard side quest to get up to snuff in time. So this doesn't count, that doesn't count. And then we'd have like 1, 2, 3, 4 fights. If we upgrade it at the fire and then double play it in all 4 fights, it goes upgrade by 3, so 6 per fight. 6 times 4, so it's walking for like 25 in the Awaken 1 fight. It's not too bad. Yeah, Mummified Hand is super valuable here. Yeah. Mummified Hand's giving us 4 energy per turn. It's like 4 boss relics, but no downside. Boy, that's busted. That is real silly. Yeah, I think it's too late for a GA. Turbo could give some extra energy for multicast shenanigans, but I don't think that's necessary. I'll skip. Energy Pot versus Liquid Memories seems terrible against both. Flex Pot can hit really hard with Thunderstrike. Gold plate cable is super nice, sure. It's like a baby loop. This is supposed to be our recall, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get that key. You have to be aware of the spiker here. So we can't just hyper beam them to death. Hyper beam is actually health positive here, but I don't think that's really the bar. Buffer Coolhead blocks out. It's a little bit sad. Oh wait, Coolhead Leap blocks out, so that's going to be probably the line. You have Anchor, you can. I mean, yeah, we can hyper beam. We don't take damage immediately, but this hyper beam has not been getting played much since Act 2. I'm so glad we took it, because Act 2 is difficult. Let's start with Storm. Hey, defrag. What did that hit? Was it dual cast? I think it's time to play Cool-Headed and look for Electro. Darn. Alright. Oops. The fight is over if you beam. I don't think so. Because Spiker's still up. He's not, like, feeling great. I guess Beam Cell Hyper even does kill him, huh? Alright. Beam Beam. We could theoretically stay in the fight to get 2 extra health from self-repair. Nah, that's way greedy. Hologram says plus on it. Could get us back a Thunderstrike. Holograms are always pretty appealing with Snecko Eye. At the same time, though, it's like a physical block card. We don't have any deck scaling. And it can cost 3, which is pretty bad. I don't really have enough energy to, like, turbo play a bunch of random Snecko Eye cost cards. It's really just for recurring Thunderstrike. And do we really need to recur Thunderstrike, like, multiple times a turn? Kinda don't. What's our deck size here? It says 25, but then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards leave. So it's really a 13-card deck. 13 cards with Snecko Eye means that we're, on average, drawing Thunderstrike every other turn anyway. So Hologram would give us an additional, like, very small number of Thunderstrikes. So I don't think it's worth it to add to the deck. This elite or that one? This one gives us an extra question mark. Question mark actually can't pay off with Mind Bloom Omamori anymore because we're not eligible. We're eligible for Mind Bloom, but we're not, yeah, because we're above floor 40. So it's Falling, which would be great. Mind Bloom, which would be fine. Actually, Mind Bloom's great because it's a rare relic. Sphere is great because a rare relic. Sensory Stone. How do we feel about Sensory Stone? Oh, Sensory Stone would be really good because we can give Awaken 1 a ton of strength and then Dark Shackles him and try and limit the strength in the second phase with Dark Shackles. Tomb of the Lord Red Mask. Probably not gonna pick that. So that one's bad, and then Winding Halls is bad. So overall, kind of bad. Also, we metascale fairly hard with 50% potion chance and Sacred Bark, although our potions are full. So I think we go Elite first, so that maybe if we need to spend a potion, we might get one back. Or actually, with 3 fights, we're very likely to get a potion 94%. So let's do 3 fights. Alright, it is Reptomancer. She's scary. We want to find electrodynamics really quick, so I think we play heat sinks first. So like heat sinks, defrag, draw some cards. I guess we could seek it out, but seek is costing 3, so. Now seek costs 0, so we can just seek for electro. Yeah, exactly. I think we're probably planning on spending a potion for the Awakened one. Alright, let's seek for Electro. And get that done. Hopefully this decosts either Storm or Echo for him. Yeah. Unlucky, that's fine. Doing 10 AoE damage, so these guys are dead next turn as long as I do this, and then we can block out. But we lost Echo for him, which is unfortunate. Okay. We can multicast. Multicast is super sick here. So we could, like, Doom and Gloom multicast. How do we block the 34, though? I don't have buffer up. I guess we could Liquid Memory as the buffer? Oh, no? Oh, the buffer's in hand. So we could just buffer multicast. This evokes that Lightning Orb, and then multicast evokes this one twice. So that's 30 AoE damage, which kills all daggers. Seems great. Oh, we don't have Storm up. That's still fine. We can use Cool Head to do the same thing, or 25 AoE also kills all the daggers, so. I want to use Liquid Memories on something in my hand. Okay. We're walking for 18 currently, 8 more coming in, so that's 26. Let's play Capacitor and see what we decost, and draw. Currently blocking for 30 and taking 2, that seems kind of fine. And it'd be really nice to get Storm down. So I'm gonna get Storm down. Ah, darn, we skipped Creative AI. I was really hoping to draw that next turn. We want to keep the Lightning Orb up for daggers. If we can. Okay, there's the Creative AI, sweet. Beam Cell Hyper Beam, or Thunderstrike rather. I mean, Hyper Beam's here too, but. But it's not lethal, so I'm not going to play it. He generated heat sinks. Draws 3 cards. Evokes that thing. We do have a little bit of work. I guess the Zap would AoE kill everybody. Or Sweeping Beam. So this should be safe. Hyper Beam Thunderstrike is certainly lethal, right? 34 clears the daggers, puts her to 20-something, and then Thunderstrike kills. We can even fit in the Self-Repair. Okay, great. Heal ticket? Sure. Forge Pot's pretty garbage. I'm pretty happy to skip that. Unfortunately, that does reduce our potion scaling. Second Cool Head, Compile Driver's an option. Force Field it actually does not cost 0, right? Because the Snecko Eye interaction is not the good one. I always think it's there's like an aura on Force Field that reduces the cost, but that's not the way it works. So no force field. I don't know. Second cool head seems like too much, right? Is it? We already draw so many cards when we still have powers. Like, we literally draw like 10 cards a turn because we have Snecko Eye and Heat Sinks and Creative AI. So I don't think this cool head's necessary. Pile Thrower also draws. We have access to almost every orb type, we're just missing Plasma. But again, card draw is not very good. If I wanted card draw, I'd pick Cool Head. And I don't, and this... Does Force Field solve any problems that we actually have? Kinda. I mean, we could, like, block for 24 against the Awakened one. No. Okay. Let's play a bunch of powers. I guess I'll play Heat Sinks and then Buffer. Hopefully draw zero cost stuff. Okay. We can double Creative AI, that's kind of fun. Double Defrag, normally quite good. Double Capacitor, also good. Let's double Defrag. Thunderstrike hits for 60. It's not lethal. Max damage would be Reprogram, Hyper Beam, Thunderstrike, but it's not enough. Oh wait, with Beam Cell maybe? 10 per. It's 100. Still not enough. Boy, this deck is fast. That's lethal. Consume seems like kind of an option. We do generate orb slots with Creative AI. We could theoretically use Consume to pause the Awaken 1 fight. Get a bunch of Frost Orbs and 10 orb slots, Consume. It does outscale him. But I don't think that's the plan. I think the plan is just get him. We're not going to pause the fight, we're going to rush the fight. Stack Plus is kind of okay, but our deck gets really small really fast, so it's probably not good. Let's skip it. Another Spiker fight. Sure. You have to be pretty careful with Thunderstrike against Spiker. That's a scary one. Let's start with Storm. We can't play Sweeping Beam, Doom Gloom, or Hyper Beam because they would all hurt us. So I guess I'll just play Beam Cell on Spirit Guardian. Get one of his artifact charges off. I don't know. Basically just waiting for next turn. Pretty weak turn there. That's a bit of an alarm going off in my head. You have a turn like that. If you have a turn like that against the Heart, you're gonna lose. Seek for Defrag makes some sense. Do we just take a Cool Head? Or Buffer? No, we can't even play Buffer. We're only taking 2 damage, it's fine. We heal that with Blood Vial. Let's play buffer and see what we're hitting. Looks lethal. Okay. Another forge spot. That's 2 in a row. Static Surge says power on it. Is that good enough? It's good against the heart, kinda. I don't know. It could be good against Awakened One? No, it's definitely not good against Awakened One. It says power on it. It's bad in that fight. Okay, I think I'm pretty comfortable skipping here. It's okay against the heart, but I don't think we want to rely on that. One last Smith. Seek makes sense. We have 2 capacitors that could get it. We've got a little kitty who yells at us. Honestly, Leap is not bad. Get 3 extra block. If you Echo Form that, blocks for 24. It's a bit. Does some work. What are you complaining about? What's going on? I'm scared for Awakened One. Yeah, that's a reasonable way to feel. We definitely could lose. But we've been balling our way through fights, and I think we can beat him before he beats us, and then Thunderstrike him in second phase. We're like really fast, so buffers. Speaking of which, why don't we just do buffer? If we're afraid of dying, that's a block card. Echo Form the buffer. Could upgrade reprogram and just try to go to a completely different direction. Seems like we would definitely die. I think I'm gonna go for Leap. The honorary only block card in the deck. Okay. Do we play Storm before Capacitor? If we play Capacitor first, we could target Storm with a decost, which might allow us to save enough energy for Leap, which we're going to need. But it costs us a Lightning Orb. Okay. Hit the Doom and Gloom. Not what we're looking for. I'm not missing creative AI, so I think Storm... Maybe Storm Leap, I don't know. I guess I could see Storm Leap. I don't need creative AI this turn, right? Let's see if it gets... What's the good C cost? Oh, it is creative AI. Okay, well I'm not skipping a 0 cost creative AI. And then Leap takes the rest of the energy. Do we dual cast the Lightning Orb, or do we leave it? I mean, I kind of want the Lightning Orb for, like, if we draw Electrodynamics next turn. Be nice to get 8 AoE. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Oh, we could have had gold-plated cables hitting a Dark Orb there. That would have been nice. Okay. We'll probably seek for Electro right now. And then Echo Form to try to decost it. Echo Form and Buffer to decost it. Might need to save Buffer for when these guys are dead, but they might be dead now. Cool Head to try and draw Defrag. I guess we're never skipping Electro, so the only reason to not play it now is if we're hoping for a better target than these. Seems reasonable to hope for a better target. Better targets are defrag, heat sinks, that's it. It also evokes the Dark Orb, which hits this guy, which is maybe not ideal. But then we put a Frost Orb in front, which means we double evoke that. Oh, it was Cold Snap that got the 0 cost there. Could Hyper Beam, but I think that loses us the fight. Can we kill this guy? If we play Machine Learning, it hits either Defrag or Hyper Beam. So 50-50. Sweet. So now we can definitely afford to buffer. Buffer's blocking the 36. Okay. He's up to 18 strength. He's a strong one. So this would hit for 72 times 2. 72 times 2 is 144. So I think that's how we get there. Because we have to kill him this turn, right? There's no way we're blocking for 96. And then we've got some extra lightning orbs in hand to finish him off. So he's at 57, so we roughly need to evoke 4 lightning orbs. Okay. Was it an exact kill? That's fun. A little bit spooky that we're unlikely to be able to draw back to Thunderstrike next turn. But we do have Liquid Memories and Flexbot. Cool Head costs 0. We have 3, 6, 7, 9 cards in hand. Why do we have 9 cards in hand? Oh, because of the creative AI? Oh, and the machine learning, right. Or no, what is it called? It's called draw. It is machine learning, yeah, that's the name I heard. Okay. So we would only draw 2 cards with Cool Head. I don't really see an advantage for double creative AI at this point. We could double multicast, which would evoke this for 7 times 3 times 2, so 7 times 6, which is what, 42? No. 7 times 6 is... it is 42. Okay, so 42 would mean we're taking 20. And then we have, like, Cool-Headed and potentially more stuff to block. Seems like a reliable way to not lose the fight on the spot. Oh, crap. That did not... For some reason I was thinking it was going to evoke the same orb twice. So we do take a bunch of damage. Liquid Memories for... nothing. Well, we're just setting up meat on the bone, right? So 9 times 24 is a big number. 180 plus 36. So 216. Oh my god, coconut. What? What? We definitely don't want to zap first. That would be our whatchamacallit. That would take our Echo Form charge. We want to play Thunderstrike twice. Unless we think we're going to channel more than 13 Lightning Orbs. Okay, so I mean, we have to get lethal here, so let's go for lethal. Someone 25 wants to reward your loud cat behavior. That makes one of us. So loud. Okay, so then, like, heat sinks capacitor, and, like, zap evokes a bunch of orbs. Oh. There we go. Meow. You're so loud, coconut. So this draws 3 cards, and then this would draw 4 cards. I don't think we have room in hand for 4 cards, but we can try. Dual cast. Does an extra 20. Or an extra 10, I suppose. Looks like we got there. Bit of a squeaker. But I'll take it. Okay, well that was a big challenge for the run, so getting through that, gotta feel pretty good. This is an awesome fight for Electro. This one's gonna be over before you know it. Coconut also loves meat on the bone, yes. Mostly chicken. Rotisserie chicken from Costco, if you have any. You're not allowed to put your foot there, that's in front of my monitor, yeah. I know you want the pets, but we have to have rules. I'll turn on your heat pad, though. I forgot about that. Okay, Storm needs to get played. Electro should get played. We could seek for defrag or heat sinks. Yeah, let's just keep it simple. Seek for defrag. I think that's going to be enough to win the fight. I don't want to, like, draw an Echo Form or something. Not be able to play it. Okay. We do take some damage, but that's sort of par for the course for turn 1 Donut Echo. Bias Cog. This fight's definitely going to be over before Bias Cog costs us anything. I think the way it worked out, we would always be able to pay Echo if we seeked for it. Is that true? Yeah, it might have been. It did seem like everything in the hand would cost 0 at the end. It's a good point. I'm pretty happy with playing defrag on 1, though. I don't know if Echo was necessarily better. Okay, so we do want to block for 30 here. Leap's doing 12. Bias is blocking for 4. Assuming we don't evoke that. Cold Snap's blocking for another 4. So 8 from these, 12 from that, that's 20. which is not 30, but it's not bad either. If we Cold Snap first, maybe we can rotate it around. I kind of doubt it, but we will see. Deep Bioscog first, because we're going to evoke orbs here. Okay, more damage, but only 2. And we have Echo Form down now, so maybe we can Echo Form self-repair before the fight ends. Looks like. Probably not super necessary. Might as well play the other Echo Form while we're here. And I guess, like, buffer just in case. Just in case of what exactly? What are you worried about happening here? Do you not see what's happening? Just in case of what? Okay. Yeah, Echo into Echo preserves your Echo charges, which is strange, but that is the way it works. It makes more, but it makes more in such a way that they are usable this turn, right? If you, for example, if you play Echo Form, then your next card is not... Like, if you play Echo Form with no Echo Form charges, then your next card is not duplicated, which, like, is different than the behavior if you already have Echo Form charges, which I think is what Zensho was reacting to. So whether you think about it as preserving them or making new ones, it's inconsistent either way. Right. It's your first card of the turn, right? Which, yeah, I can see why, but it is a little strange. Okay, we've talked a lot about upgrading capacitors. We've had a capacitor forever. Do we want to upgrade one? We almost upgraded a capacitor in Act 1, but then we didn't, and it slowly got deprioritized. Yeah, no, I get how it works, right? If there's a counter that counts how many cards you played this turn, and Echo Form interacts with that count, right? So if you play Echo Form, you've already wasted your opportunity to Echo Form your card. Buffer's okay. Definitely most useful against the big attack for the heart. So it is possible to get Buffer to block 2 big heart attacks, but I wouldn't say it's likely. Yeah, and Buffer, like, generally isn't good in the heart fight. Because if you draw it on turn 1, it's, like, really difficult to not lose it to beat damage immediately. Buffer has, like... Cards have ranges where, like, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. The card Buffer in the heart fight has a gigantic range. Buffer Plus can block 2 health, right? I've had it do that. I've had Buffer Plus with Intangible block for literally 2 for beat damage. But it can also block for like 120 or something if it blocks 2 big attacks. It's kind of insane. It's best on turn 3 if the heart does a big attack on that turn. Yeah, right. Because then if the heart does a big attack on turn 5 as well, then we're sitting pretty. Blocking 2 big attacks with the Buffer. I think I like Seek. I just don't think Capacitor is helping, really. Okay. Do we get to turn into a boat? Do we have access to artifact chargers? Many questions. No boat. We could have Data Disc, Frozen Eye, or Echo Form. We could afford Frozen Eye or Data Disc and Echo Form, in fact. Which seems quite good. Blind is our first access to weak. Amplify seems kind of insane in the deck. Kind of. A lot of good options here. I'm actually going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Does Frozen Eye actually help us? Like, normally Frozen Eye is super good, but what's the point of it here? We have Snecko Eye, so, like, we don't get to control the costs of anything we're about to draw. Like, do we ever look at the draw pile and think, ah, that's interesting, and make a decision based on that? Because it seems like maybe we're interested in knowing where Thunderstrike is, but then do we actually, like we either are able to draw it or we're not? It doesn't seem like it really matters. And for everything else, it's just some information, but it's nothing. So this is out, that's not happening. Which means we're pretty much doing everything else, right? We're doing like Data Disk, Echo Form, card remove. Oh wait, I guess we can't afford that, that's too much. Can we do like Data Disk, card remove, blind? Echo Form's so good though. And so is Data Disk. Maybe we just skip the card remove? If we skip the card remove, we're gonna have a reprogram in the deck. I've talked about this before, and Tetz is basically suggesting the same thing. I think that Snecko should randomize the costs of your cards whenever you shuffle, including at the beginning of the fight. Obviously that would be it working differently. So Echo Form Data Disk is like too good to not do, right? And then we can't afford card remove, so we have to do either blind or nothing. These potions are kind of bad. It's true, yeah, Data Disk is pretty insane. It's more of a Vajra than an Oddly Smooth Stone, but yeah, it's definitely both. This is kind of a minor complaint. There's lots of things that are like literally useless, right? Like if you get a Juzu bracelet from the Spire Elites or something, but I feel like you shouldn't be able to get Hand of Greed in the final shop. I feel like this should be like something different. Can't afford blind after Data Disk Echo. Is that true? Yep, looks like it is. I guess it's just Data Disk and Echo Form then. Are any of these better than these? No, I think these are pretty good. I mean, the Flex Pot isn't great, but what are we going to replace it with? Another Flex Pot? I guess we could replace Flex Pot with Block Pot. Block Pot's fairly good on turn like 1 and 2 against against Awaken 1. Or against the Heart. Sorry, I'm distracted because the a possum died in front of my house last night, and I called it in, and I think I think that's the truck where they're gonna pick it up. Okay, let's leave. Yeah, liquid memory is not great. It's good for Thunderstrike though, so I don't hate it. What if we replaced the heart with an 800 health awakened one? Well, I'd be in trouble. That's what would happen. I said it's on the median near the train tracks. She's looking around confused. She's on the train tracks. She must be looking for it. It's a little further away. Should I, like, go point it out to her? I don't usually like having yell conversations with strangers, especially when they're, like, going about their business, so I think I'll just let her find it. Okay. They are attacking for a bunch. 33 damage coming in. We've only got Leap to block here. Is it Arby's that's picking up the possum? Sir, this isn't Arby's. So we block for 12, kind of virtually block for 19 here, plus the 10 that we've got, so we'd lose 4 health and go into the heart fight down 2 after the blood violet. Seems totally reasonable. But that assumes that we don't take any more damage, which I think is also pretty reasonable. But next turn is kind of scary. We also have a Cold Snap that we might be able to play. I mean, the only alternative is that we, yeah, I'm actually gonna tell her because she's clearly looking. She actually went back to her car and left, so I was about to tell her about it. I don't understand how she didn't see it, but okay. Alright, let's start with Storm, get some extra damage. We have Sweeping Beam, so we could theoretically find more block here. But I kind of want the Self-Repair to hit the Leap. Let's see, what would we be hoping to draw? Electro would be nice. Defrag. Cool Head, Creative AI. Alright, let's take a shot at it. We hit the Beam Cell, unfortunately. I considered playing the Beam Cell to avoid that being a possible target, but it's not the end of the world. And we'd have to play the Thunderstrike too, which is only doing 18 damage. Seemed a low impact. Might be easier to kill Spire Shield first if we get Electrodynamics up next turn. Turning around right now also reduces the damage slightly, which I think is something we're interested in doing. We're not guaranteed to be able to turn around next turn. In fact, the only way to turn around is Cold Snap specifically. Interesting. Oh yeah, she must have found it. She pulled over on this side. She's sitting right across from it. Okay, great. Alright, so we're going to turn around and try to assassinate Spire Shield first. Okay. Kind of a tricky turn to play out here. I guess we want double defrag, right? And that actually can't miss, because we don't have any heat sinks, so T-Frag, worst case scenario, hits Buffer cool-headed, and then Buffer hits Electro. We do waste a couple lightning orbs on non-AoE targets. Oh, you can't get Juicer from Spire Elites? Huh. Okay, we got Electrodynamics, so now we can seek for whatever we want to decost. Probably... well, hold on. Above floor 48. So it's one of the protected ones. Okay. Fair enough. I don't want to take 60 this turn. It looks like we're on the in danger of taking 40 here. I guess we can cool-headed and look for Cold Snap. But if we seek for Cold Snap, then we can guarantee it. I guess we have to seek for 2 cards anyway. But if we cool-head, we can get, like, Reprogram. So if we seek, we take, like, Cold Snap and either a power or multicast. Probably a power. And then, play all the cards. And then we get to turn around and have a Buffer up. Let's see, the Cold Snap will block for 10. We'll probably evoke that Frost Orb 2, so we'll block for 20 total. 27 if we play Cool Head, so the 7 blocks the burns, we block the first 20, Buffer takes 1, and then we take 10. It seems okay. You can get White Beast, yeah, that's silly. Yeah, we're not eligible for White Beast right here because we already saw it at a shop, but... okay, so Echo Form or Creative AI here. Let's take Creative AI. We're gonna have Heat Sinks next turn, so I kind of want to turbo through the rest of the deck. And the other one's Cold Snap. Oh, we actually can't play the Creative AI. I ignored that possibility. He is Team Block 30ing this turn, but we can't kill him. We can do 26. So we're blocking for 24, burns take 4, block for 20, Buffer takes 1, we take 10. As discussed. And then we just have to get lethal next turn. Go into the Heart Fight at 61. I think that's worth saving the potions. We could probably Liquid Memories for something a little better. For example, Leap would mean we take 0 this turn. I guess we can get a potion from the fight. And Liquid Memories is not amazing. Yeah, well, the possum's gone. She got it. Feels silly to waste Liquid Memories for 10 health, but are we really getting better than 10 health? I mean, we could get a... I guess we could get a damage cap against the heart on a turn where we have... Thunderstrike in the discard. 10 health is quite a bit though, and if we draw a potion from the fight, we're gonna regret not spending Liquid Memories. This is also assuming that we get lethal next turn, which does seem highly likely. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Oh right. We have the thing. We probably have lethal now, then. If we Sweeping Beam, it kills the guy behind us, and then... how many lightning orbs have we evoked? Is it only like 4 lightning orbs? It's not really that many lightning orbs. I guess I'll just take Leap Sweeping Beam to avoid the him being alive. I guess Thunderstrike is probably more damage than Sweeping Beam, right? So I'll take Thunderstrike. Yeah, it definitely would have been lethal. Oh well. Oh, it is still lethal. Fine, whatever. We did get a potion. Man, the artifact would have been so good. I looked for it at the store, but it wasn't there. Could have had permanent strength and dex if we had orange pellets. No opportunity to set up Happy Flower, so he's going off on only the bad heart turns. He's literally just going to go off whenever the heart's not attacking. These cards aren't good enough, so let's go fight the heart. Full health, clear eyes, can't lose. Fighting the heart. Do we Seek here? We're definitely playing like Storm and Echo form. Seems like we probably want to Seek for creative AI this turn. Before we start playing powers. And let's try to play 2 Echo forms this turn if we can. Do we care about losing health? I don't think so. I think we just want to get the things developed. I think we might actually just Flexpot Thunderstrike right now. It would do 19 times 8, so we would definitely damage cap. Otherwise, we're leaving him full health. If we just don't Flexpot, how much are we off by? So it does 9 times 8, which is 72, plus 4 times 5, which is 20. So 72 plus 20 is 92. So we'd be leaving 81 damage on the table. 81 damage Flexpot. I think if we wait any longer, the Thunderstrike is going to be damage capping by itself, right? So we might as well. Oh wow, we actually don't even damage cap. We're off by 1. Taking 2 damage to do 1 seems ill-advised. I don't think we're in a position where we're damage capping every turn. If we were damage capping every turn, I would do it. But it seems really unlikely that this is going to actually like make us kill 1 turn earlier. Oh, we did actually get it. Thanks, gold-plated cables. Forgot about you. Okay. Not a good draw. I was hoping to double play the defrag this turn, and maybe like get another defrag. That's not the way it worked out. Alright, let's double play the heat sinks and draw some cards. See what we're getting into. Well, we are dead on board, so we should do something. Coolhead saves us. And draws some cards. 3, 6, 9. Okay. Oh wait, it's still being echo formed because of the thing. I guess that gets us 2 Frost Orbs. That's even better. Wait, are we alive on board? Yeah, we're at 68 on board. I guess we have Speed Pot a leap now. Doesn't seem very good. We could try to draw Buffer. Buffer's obviously insane this turn. Only way to draw it really is to play Heat Sinks right now. And that prevents us from playing Leap. So if we Heat Sinks and it isn't specifically Buffer on top of the deck, we die. Yeah, actually, even if it is Buffer on top of the deck, we die. Because then we play the Buffer dies to the... okay, so what needs to happen is we'd have to Heat Sinks, it would have to hit Leap, and then we'd have to top deck Buffer, and Buffer would have to cost 2 or less, or 1 or less. So, not very likely. 1 2 3 4 to hit the Leap. 1 in 9 to top deck the Buffer, and 1 in 2 to get the Buffer at acceptable cost. So it ends up being 4 times 9 times 2. 1 in 72. There is a chance that we could top deck Buffer and get it played this turn. More likely we just get voided and die. Yeah, we could Sweeping Beam. Sweeping Beam puts us in a little bit of it puts us further into the hole. If we Sweeping Beam and draw Void, we lose. Because then we can't Leap. If we just Speed Pot Leap right now, like, how likely are we to survive next turn? Seems like not very. Seems like next turn is going to be extremely difficult to survive. We should have bought that blind. That would have been nice. So we'd have to, like, double Cold Snap. Double defrag next turn to survive. Even that I don't think is enough. Yeah, I think we're dying to the heart again. I think Speed Pot Leap is the only way forward. Gives us a chance at least. Oh, that's right, we have Captain's Wheel. So we can double Cold Snap and then double Defrag to try and get the Frost Orbs to the front. Can we, like, save the Buffer, or would Buffer just block for 3 here? I don't know. Yeah, seriously, we'd be in good position for Big Attack second. Okay, so we block for 20 plus 21, so we're blocking for 41. Cool Head blocks all the way out. I think we're gonna survive this. Looks like we're coming out of the other end of the tunnel here. Yeah, they've got the leap back. Okay, sure. So we can actually develop Buffer and get it to actually block here. Do we need to Echo Form the Buffer? To survive? No. Echo Form Buffer is not even very useful. Unless he, like, multi-attacks first next cycle and we block it. So I'm gonna play the Buffer just to develop Frost Orb, or develop Lightning Orbs. And hopefully hit Echo Form or Capacitor. Ouch. Oof. Getting a Thunderstrike I can't play is... that hurts. At least we got an extra zap for next time we see Thunderstrike. We have done a pretty good amount of damage. Now it's just a question of execution. Can we get there? If we double multicast, we do some stuff. But we lose the Buffer for nothing. Drat. Okay. So we double Heat Sinks to try and hit Echo Form, I guess. And miss. I kind of don't want to play double multicast. I kind of want to play double cold snap so that I can have frost orbs for next turn. So let's do that. Sweeping Beam gives us a better chance to draw, whatchamacallit, Thunderstrike next turn. Because currently we have a, what would it be, like, 7 out of 9 chance to draw it? Approximately, it's not exactly right. But then if we, if we Sweeping Beam, we have a 7 out of 9. If we just shuffled right now, it would be 7 out of 20. So if it's on top of the deck, we're sad, but we need to draw it quick, so let's draw it quick. I guess I should say, if it's on top of the deck and doesn't cost 0, we're sad. Because if it had cost 0, that would have been great. It's big attack first. We are buffered down. We're going to need to evoke these Frost Orbs. Or double leap. I guess double leap gets us a good bit of the way there. So this blocks for 24. And then we like double cool head or something. Oh wait, we can't double cool head because it costs 3. So we'd have to like double capacitor. Hope it hits cool head. Well, we've got a damage capping Thunderstrike, but we don't have any way to survive. So we need to like Hello World into hitting Cool Head into surviving somehow. Nope. Alright, this is it. We drew Reprogram emblematically. Drat. A lot of lightning. Not enough time. I guess we only needed one more turn. Yeah, if we'd just drawn the buffer in better order, we would have won this fight. It's not too far off. That's too bad. Maybe we were supposed to upgrade the buffer? Maybe we just needed another actual block card. It seems like actual block cards are kind of necessary, right? Were we offered a second leap? I don't remember one. We definitely never saw a glacier. Having 3 energy also felt pretty bad there at the end. The heart fight's just too long. Because our mummified hand thing was insane for most of the fight, but we just like ran out of cards. Yeah, we should have taken that force field. That's a good point. Because force field, like, it blocks for 12 and we can decost it, right? Like, it has normal Snecko cost mechanics, but we can make it cost less. So I think the force field was probably a take. That was probably the mistake. Having to use the speed pot on leap before we had Echo Form up was really bad. And while we were frail. But I think it was correct. I think we would have died earlier if we hadn't done that. But yeah, if we'd had 2 block cards or if we'd had Echo Form up, I think that speed pot would have given us enough gas to get through. Or honestly, if we just had a better sequence in the heart fight. Yesterday's fight, I feel like there was just no way to win. We just like, didn't have a plan that worked against the heart. But today, it definitely felt like walking into the heart fight, we were probably like 70-30 and we just rolled bed. That's too bad. Getting a damage cap on the first turn is insane. Got a damage cap later. We definitely weren't lacking for damage. We just didn't have any way to survive. We were offered a blind in a shop. Blind is really effective at reducing the heart's damage just because he does so much. What did we upgrade instead of buffer? Good question. I think it was... I was going to say seek, but I don't think that's true. I think we did seek earlier. Oh, it was leap. Yeah, we upgraded leap. Which, honestly, like, we needed, so I don't regret that. But we could have found the way to upgrade buffer at some point over the course of the run. We didn't really need an upgraded Thunderstrike, for example. I don't think that ever really made a difference. Maybe actually the upgraded Thunderstrike, I think, got us through the Awakened One fight, so if we didn't have that, we would have been in trouble. Also, our creative AI insisted on repeatedly generating echo forms in the fight. I think it generated 3 echo forms, which, like, the first time you're like, okay, sure. I mean, I have 2 echo forms in the deck, so I don't really need it, but good job, creative AI. And then the second time you're like, no, I really already echo form all the cards that I need. And the third time you're like, shit, creative AI, you're killing me. So like creative AI could have generated a buffer, could have generated a bias cog that would have won us the fight. A lot of ways to win there, but we didn't manage to thread the needle. I'm not really even sure there was a way to maximize our chances, because we did like seek for creative AI in turn 1, right? Like that's got to be the chance optimizing approach. So yeah, like maybe messed up a couple card picks, but it seems like this was pretty close to what it wanted to be. Honestly, really bad Pandoras. Like we were so strong, and then like we thought Pandoras would give us a couple of powers and really turn the corner, take all the crap out of the deck, but it really kicked us in the face there. 2 reprograms, a beam cell. This is some of the worst cards we could have gotten. Thanks for the follow. 1 of 1 million Roys. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. Anything else about this run? Pretty fun. We like picked a Thunderstrike thinking that we might never get a creative AI, so thinking that that would be our way to like finish up fights after we'd like played all the powers. And it did really well. This is like the best Thunderstrike deck I've ever had, I think. I don't think I've ever killed the heart with the Thunderstrike deck. So this was fun. That's a good one.